all about it. You put it in a headline.
You know, something I loved when I was growing up was late night nostalgic
Yeah.
radio storytelling. I'm Aaron Califato, and this is Night Stories Live. It's a late night radio show where stories happen in real time, conversations drift, and memories show up whenever you least expect them. Some nights it's personal storytelling, other nights it's conversation with friends and special guests. Always a little nostalgic, always humorous. So if late is where you are, got your headphones on.
Is that laggy
the
for you?
lights low, you're in the right place. Let's drift off, let's talk, and let's laugh ourselves to sleep. This is Night Stories Live.
What the hell happened there? Did you hear my what happened to my voice?
Did you accidentally slow it down? That was crazy pants.
No, nothing like that for me. Let's get this thing off the screen. That was weird.
That was hilarious, actually.
All right, let's get. Oh boy, they updated their Riverside updated the thing. So I'm trying to. Oh, now we're talking.
Now
Let's
you
get
got to
this,
navigate the new stuff, huh?
Oh boy. Yep, we got to navigate the new stuff. Oh, I have to hit stop. How about that? I actually like the new setup that they have here. This is great. Riverside, you upped your game. Love what you're doing here. Cori,
Hi.
This is long awaited.
It's been a while.
Like 3 or 4 weeks, right?
This is 4 weeks today.
Was it really a month? Man, we took like a summer break. That's incredible. Lisa's going to be joining us too, correct?
I believe so.
I see Dwayne's already here. You know, there's actually a headline from the past that I found that I know Dwayne's going to appreciate.
I love that.
Because it has to do with the state of Oregon. And I said
Beautiful.
Oregon, not Oregon.
Again?
Because in the past I used to say Oregon. And then
Oregon.
Yeah. Can I ask you a question straight up? Are you streaming videos while I'm talking to you?
I was trying to just check my
you just
text
put your-
messages, but my phone was already open to something
I
because
know
I was
we're
looking
doing
to
a
see
show
if
here.
I was just looking to see if Lisa had sent me anything. That's
What's
all.
funny is I thought you were literally just like, yeah, I'm just gonna scroll here.
Yeah, I'm just scrolling. Just
Scroll on Instagram.
while you talk.
No, Dwayne's gonna like that. Well, listen, welcome to Night Stories. It's been almost 4 weeks, but we wanted to drop back in here and try to get on a regular cadence for the summertime. Lots of stuff has happened in between. Great show tonight. Lisa's gonna be showing up. And hopefully as the stream gets going, some folks will jump in here as well. You can find Night Stories here on my YouTube page. Yes, on this YouTube page, Aaron Califato's YouTube page, in perpetuity, as they say in the legal
Perpetuity.
landscape. In perpetuity. And you can also find it on the 7 Minute Stories podcast feed. All of those links will be in the description, and that's exciting. I actually wanted to start with an announcement here, and then talk a little bit about something that happened last night. And we'll get into the show. We'll get into weather. We'll get into headlines from the past. I got a commercial I selected from 1985, I believe, which is one of my favorite commercials ever. So we'll get going. And I believe Chad's here as well. We made it official. I'm going to go into YouTube and I'm going to make Chad the official moderator here. Before I do the announcement, Cori, while I'm doing that, can you talk a little bit about what we did last night? It was a fun evening in Cleveland at Hilarities.
It was super fun. Last night, you so graciously took my family and I to go see Maurice Bernard, Sonny Corinthos from General Hospital. He was performing at Hilarities downtown, and because you have somehow weirdly become pals with him, we
He's
got
my
to
friend. He's a
go
buddy,
and
yeah.
you're doing some stuff with him, and it was so fun.
I'm strategizing for his podcast. It's called State
Yes.
of Mind.
Which is,
And
by the way, so good.
If you get a chance too, I'm going to go into the comments, get Chad to be the moderator here.
Yeah.
While we keep talking about it, once I go on one of my rants, if you don't mind putting the State of Mind YouTube link in the chat at some point, or just putting his Wikipedia in there, so they know. But yeah, this is not the first time we've seen him though. live.
No, you and I went before in Columbus, but this time we got to take my mom and her sister, my Aunt Gina, and the whole reason I love General Hospital is because of them, my mom and her sisters. So it was really cool to be able to take her or them and have them meet him, and we got to be on the guest list, and it was just so fun. And also, people pay to do like a meet and greet with him, which we probably would do if we weren't on the VIP list. And we, because of that, because we get to do the meet and greet, we got to go backstage and like just talk to him for a few minutes after his show. I'm sure that you would have hung with him longer if you didn't have a line of
Well, because
how many people do you think?
we didn't do the meet and greet.
No,
Like
no, we just did like we're just going back to say hi.
we just go back to say hi, and I'll set it up. By the way, Chad, you're officially a moderator. You might be moderating yourself tonight because who knows? We may have lost our entire audience since we took 4 weeks
Dwayne's
off.
here.
But Dwayne's here. I know Lisa's going to be showing up. Also, we did this because one, Chad's amazing, and also a couple weeks ago or whenever that last one was, we had that person who went on a rampage about Bigfoot.
So it's crazy.
Do you remember the Bigfoot guy? He comes in there, it's like,
Oh,
and it was
he
funny.
was upset that we weren't like talking a lot more seriously about Bigfoot, I think.
Listen, and I had his back. I said, I'm saying it's possible for there to be a Bigfoot. He went off the rails. He was like, it's not good enough.
He's like, you're not talking about it enough.
And most people who do the streaming thing would be like, get the heck out of my chat. And I didn't know what to do. So Chad and I talked about it, and he's going to be the moderator. And listen, don't mess with him. Chad's
Don't
going to
mess
come
with Chad.
correct. Don't mess with them. He's going to get you out of there. He's like my friend. He's a bodyguard. He'll knock you out. Now listen, do want to give a shout out to Chad. Corey, I told you about it. He had an ankle injury. He's had, he'd gone through, he lost his grandfather, said personal stuff. So Chad, we love you, man. You know that. I just wanted to give
Yeah.
you a shout out for those of you who are tuning in live for the stream here on YouTube, and those of you who are listening all over the world on 7 Minute Stories. When this drops, I think it drops this Saturday, is going to be the first night stories on the 7 Minute Stories podcast feed. I've been trying to do that for a while, but we finally got it set up. So Chad, we got your back. We're thinking about you. All the best to you, man. And thanks for moderating and being crazy enough to do this with us. But Corey, to what you were saying, this is not our first time seeing Maurice Benard.
Nope.
And it's a weird thing because Maurice Benard's become a friend of mine, but he is
Well,
really...
oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
It all started because you got me a cameo from him for my
Yeah.
birthday one year, like 5 years ago. And then from that, you interviewed him. And then from that, you guys have just like built this friendship that's so cool. And I know you're very humble and won't like talk about it, but he made you stand up in front of the entire room last night. And he, was talking about how great you are. It was really sweet.
He's a
And
sweet...
our life is the weirdest
It's the
of
weirdest.
all times.
but really grateful for it. And funny thing is the cameo, this was during COVID, and I got it for you. Was it for your birthday? Can't remember.
Yeah.
I got it for your birthday, and there was this feature on Cameo. If you've ever done a cameo or bought a cameo for someone, where I don't know what it is now, where if they paywall it, but you could actually message the person that you gave the cameo to.
Yeah.
Like you could say like, hey, thanks so much or whatever. And so I messaged him briefly. It gives you like one message to say thank you. Just like show your appreciation. So I said, hey, yo, Maurice, thank you so much. And then I had told a story about him on the 7 Minute Stories. And I said, hey, I told the story about you. You're a big part of my life. Thanks so much. See ya. And he ended up listening to me and getting back to me. And since then we become friends. And so last night was awesome. So he was great when we saw him in Columbus 2 years ago. He was awesome. If anyone here, like I said, I'll put the link in the comments at some point or in the description. You should check out State of Mind, which is his podcast, and I'm leading the strategy for that podcast. And so I have a vested interest in that. But it's a wonderful show. It has a massive YouTube page, and it has a huge footprint because this guy can go all over. Listen, soap opera stars are like wrestling stars, professional wrestling stars. Soap opera stars can go all over the world. And because they've been on TV for 30 years, 40 years, 20 years, people know them. They follow their stories. I mean, he filled
Yeah.
up like he fills up a room with 200-300 people, and they don't even do that much marketing. So it's amazing to see
No.
the equity of what old school media really is. That's why I love radio, man. So I loved old TV because it's a singular connection, and he developed that relationship. So to see him um, pull those many people in was great, and to talk to him during the performance was great. Okay. That said, the fans are intense.
Very.
I don't
They're
know.
very intense.
Is my internet lagging too? Is yours? I'm getting the spinning wheel of death. It's like you're at the worst internet in America. Are you getting that
You
too?
are, yes,
Or are we in a
just
seventh
a little
circle of
bit.
hell? Okay.
Maybe. No,
Okay.
never.
Um,
Mine's
the-
getting better.
well, let's see what happens, right? Maybe I'll just kick the computer or something like that. Just like on the Nintendo game. But dude, the fans are rabid. Remember last night? We everything was great. We said hi. We hugs, pictures. He's good. But to your point, we weren't doing this VIP thing. We got to talk to him, and then he's got to do this meet and greet.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah, he
200 people
goes-
waiting in line.
After the show, he so graciously, people pay extra money to go and meet him, and he stands there and shakes hands. And
Takes pictures.
I mean, with 200 plus people were in that line.
oh,
it was
and
crazy.
He's great to the fans because he's
yeah.
great to his fans.
Oh yeah, he's really appreciative, and it's just a lot, I think, for anyone. But we had already kind of had our own little private meet and greet with him, and we were getting ready to leave, and we went up the stairs. And when we came up the stairs, like we literally got to the top of these stairs, and the line was like sort of wrapped around the stairs in the opposite direction. There were people immediately like shouting at us to get in the you can't cut, get out of the line. Hi, friend.
Hey Lisa.
He-
So great to see you. We were talking about what we did last night,
I'm
and
going to see Maurice
we
last night.
Maurice Bernard plays Sonny Corinthos on General Hospital. He's become a friend of mine. So we were telling the story, and we had a great night. Afterwards, we get to go see him in his dressing room. So like I'm it's weird. Like there's all these people, and texting him. He's like, "Yeah, come on back." So we say, "Hey," and it's a tiny green room at Hilarities. And this time before, a couple years ago when we met him, it was me and Cori. But then we brought like Cori's whole family. So there's like 6 or 7 of us in this dressing room. He's so gracious. But then he's got to go and meet 100 to 200 people who pay for a meet and greet. But that's because I was saying pro wrestling fans and soap opera fans are very similar. Like they love the characters. And so it's that, and a lot of the actors like Maurice, they appreciate the fans of this show. And I was a fan of the show for a long time. Let's not forget that part, Cori.
Yeah,
I
we-
watched General Hospital.
growing up, we both did.
It was amazing. And he was a great actor and still is a great actor. But Lisa, to kind of bring you full circle, we say, hi, okay, it's great to talk to you. Okay, we're leaving to go. And as we're going up the stairs, there's like 200 people standing in line. And as soon as we get up the stairs, it was weirdly roped off where it appeared that we were cutting in line.
It actually, it just looked
Were
like we
people
were
getting
trying.
mad?
I mean, I actually like my dad very sweetly came with us because my mom came. They were like yelling behind us. I grabbed my dad's arm.
Like out of
Because
fear?
yes, because there was
Corey
this
was scared.
man. There was this guy who was like, "No, Connie, get to the back of the line. Who do you think you are?" It was like wild. And my Aunt Gina, who's hilarious, was like, "We already met him." And then we had to get someone to like move a rope so
Like
we
a
could just
cop
we were just
had
trying to
come.
get out of
We're
the
just trying to
building.
leave. We've already met the guy. They're in line, but they thought we were fans, like just paying for the meet and greet. And the thing is, they probably wouldn't have said that. He called me during the show.
He
They
made
said-
Aaron stand up.
He made me stand
front
up.
of the
It was
whole
really
crowd.
sweet. And I talked, and we were
That's
talking.
actually cute.
It was really.
It was adorable.
He was like, talk about 7-minute stories. I'm like, no, let's talk about you. And we did a banter. It was great. But the problem is, in Hilarities is so dark, no one could see me. So they knew there's this guy who knows him as a friend of mine. And he even said on his Instagram before he came into town, he's like, I got friends in Cleveland. So it was a wonderful night. It was like cool to have a childhood icon. Like it's one of those moments where you're like, is this happening? Is this real? So we
Yeah.
were great, but
But you
no
guys
one's
have been friends with him for a while.
it's been this is getting
Yeah.
weird. So we've him and that, so I'm doing strategy for his podcast. And then the other guy that you know, a friend of mine, Thomas Nicholas, who's been on this, we've streamed with him before, Rookie of the Year, American Pie.
Yeah.
I'm doing strategy for his podcast. By the way, he's got a podcast and he's launching a new series in that podcast called Also Known For, but it's also known for minis. So he's basically talking to people as he tours the country as a musician, asking them what else they're known for. Some of them are celebrities, some of them are just regular people. But he's just got back from a Comic-Con, and you won't believe, I'll put the link in the description, the people that he talked to that we get to edit. Like, I'll say this. One of them was Sergeant Slaughter. From
Who's a wrestler,
a
which
wrestler.
Lisa or
I
I
love
would
Lisa
not
looking
Did
know.
like-
you see my face?
Yeah, Lisa's like,
I was like,
Oh,
oh, yeah, I
wow.
love it.
Yeah.
So anyways, I can't, we're launching the start of it next week. So anyways, I've formed these really weird, I don't say weird, but I can't get the normal out of me. Cause I'm a normal, like, I feel like I live in Ohio, we do the thing, but it is extremely amazing to meet these people. But when we were walking out of the show last night, they didn't know who we were. They didn't know us from Adam. And there was that one guy, he's like, what? Get out of here.
I mean, there were more than one person yelling at us. There was more than one person, but there was this one. Yes,
Really?
you and Ken were like ahead of us talking, and
That's so awkward.
no, I just meant like I stood back and was like walking with my dad, and my dad and my Aunt Gina and I were the ones like sort of in the back of our little group, and yeah, I mean there were people like screaming. It was crazy.
Corey said at one point.
It was you two, Aunt
My-
Gina, and your mom and dad.
Yeah,
And Ken,
and Ken, and Ken, who's my producer. It was great.
yeah, it was fun.
But like, Corey grabbed onto my arm and she goes, "Somebody get us out of here!"
Well, I first was like my dad, and then I was like, we got to get out of here to you. Like, I don't know. I felt like it was like a weird mob mentality. Like there was a whole group of. I got scared. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm
I
afraid of
wasn't that
everything.
scared. I was just like, "What do you like? Who's this guy?" Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, "We're good, bro." Like, she's like, "Get me out of here!" But then the cop came. The cop came and he
It's
let
your
us
favorite line when you're in distress.
Me,
Get
it
me
get-
out of here.
It's true.
out. Does she do that? Does she say? Yeah. Does she?
When
When
she
I fell up the stairs.
I thought it was not like this.
No. I love not like this. Also, get me out of here is like I'm embarrassed. Get me out of here, or I'm scared. Get me out of here. Get me out of here.
So it was a wild night. We had a great night. I have one more announcement before we really get kicked off, though. Can I share one thing? At least I'm gonna
Yes.
tell you as well.
Yeah.
So I just this week confirmed that I am going to have a storytelling property called Shortwave Stories, which is basically the public radio property of my 7-Minute Story podcast. But it's going to be syndicated on WYSU out of Youngstown and a few other public radio stations in Ohio. And the idea here is that we're going to start regionally, but I think in the next 12 months, we're hoping for national syndication around the country. And so that's freaking cool.
So
Yeah.
cool.
So anyone who's listening on the 7-Minute Story feed, if you want, basically it's 5-minute stories because it's a 5-minute segment. But these ones are a little different because they have music to them, and it's kind of a public radio NPR
It's
vibe.
so cool.
If you are listening now or watching, and you would love to hear those on your local national public radio affiliate, wherever that is, wherever you are, you can reach out to the program manager there or email them and say, "Hey, I want to hear shortwave stories on my national public radio station." I'll drop the link in there. But I'm pretty fired up about that because the podcast, all this stuff was just because I love listening to the radio. And now get to have this short form radio program, not only here regionally, but there's a lot of folks who are reaching out and inbound who want to air it. So I'm pretty fired up. This feels very analog and old
You should
school,
be
and I love
stoked.
it. I am.
That's so cool.
So I wanted to share that.
Were you
with
going to
everybody.
say, I'm very stoked?
I almost did.
I'm very stoked.
When Lisa says it, it's better. When I say it, I sound weird.
I just have to say thank you, Dwayne and Chad, for giving me the big hellos for me coming in. That makes me feel so good.
Love it.
I think the truth is, look, I might have the podcast thing. Now I got the public radio thing, but I've told both of you, like, this is your thing. I swear, like, I'm just here. I'm just facilitating it.
I'm here to
You're not.
make someone mad tonight, like I did last time.
Well,
You
guess
didn't
what?
make anybody mad.
But did you jumped in? No, she did. But now we have Chad. Chad's the moderator. I made him the official moderator of the chat.
Oh, you actually did.
Yeah. So
I love this.
It was a button is like make him a standard moderator. So I did that. He's gonna kick people's ass if they mess around in here. He's gonna get out of
So
my
Chad's
chat.
now
Chad,
our-
you got my back tonight.
He's our digital bodyguard.
Chad had an ankle injury, by the way. Poor guy's in a boot, so we gave him a shout out too. He's 4th of
I
July
messed up
thing.
my ankle too.
Are you in a boot? Are you hurt? How badly are you hurt?
No, but I think my ego's hurt because for
Oh,
some
no.
Talk
weird
about
reason.
it. What happened? I'm like, this is a
My-
vulnerable moment. You mind sharing it?
No, I don't. So my ankle just out of nowhere hurts. Like the bone on the outside of your ankle. I know there's a name for it, and my husband would be disgusted with me, but I don't know.
Is it
What
the
it's
outside of
called.
your? Is it just called the outside of your ankle?
Yes, it's outer ankle bone.
Yeah, that's
And
what we call
it
it.
hurts and it's swollen. And I was like, I want him to look at it like I'm his patient. And he just can't be bothered with me. Like, he's like, yep, looks swollen. Huh? Yep, put some ice on it. Like, just like annoyed with me. I can't figure out what I did to it, but it hurts. And, I stand on my feet for work. And he hurt my ego by telling me randomly last night, out of nowhere, I had weak ankles.
Your ankles are very
is-
dainty.
I was like, what does that mean? I have weak ankles. So, like, last night, he's like, oh, can you come over here? I have to show you some. I was like, I can't get over there with my weak ankles. Sorry. Like, what does that mean?
Are you now going to hold this against him forever?
100%. You can't say something like that to me and me not just like I hold on to that stuff and I
Yep.
obsess. So now last night I'm in bed going, why do you say I had weak ankles? What does that mean? What are weak?
They're just dainty little
I'm
baby.
obsessed.
They're dainty little baby ankles.
Yeah. Can I offer that maybe your ankles are just like ladylike?
They're dainty. Dainty
I-
ankles.
I-
That's my
I
new
don't know.
band name.
Then he was like, I'm just saying. Sometimes you're klutzy, like you remember. And I'm like, no, please hold back on whatever else you're gonna say because I'm holding on to this, and I am deeply upset that you said I had weak ankles, and now I can't think straight.
It might be.
I've
just,
s-
it might. Sorry. Go ahead. I was gonna say it might just be like a standing all day thing.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like
I
swollen.
mean-
It's not pretty, but it sounds like Chad messed his up like for realsies. Now, maybe mine is worse, but I didn't actually go to like the doctor.
I would like to remind you that you did in fact have a broken foot for a really long time and didn't know about it and then all of a sudden had to wear a boot, right? Did you have to wear a boot for that? And then continue to do hair with a broken foot for weeks, months.
Yeah, they wanted to cast it, and I was like, "Can I stand in the cast?" And they were like, "Well, it's not a great idea." I was like, "Well, what could you put me in that I can stand in?" And so they gave me a boot.
Because she's
Be-
crazy.
because I'm not gonna just not work, but I also am gonna go to work and complain that I have to work. So
Obviously.
hello.
And your weak ankles. You shouldn't have to work
Yes.
anymore.
Well, that's the thing. Like, if you care so much about my weak ankles, husband, then why don't you find a way where I can put them up during the day?
That's a great comeback.
You know what I'm saying? If you're so worried about my weak ankles,
Like you would never, by the way,
Who?
not work.
I
Lisa,
think about it all the time.
I know it's because I'm trying to constantly bring you into my world. Wait, we have
Chad
something.
Said, Chad said, "Girl, my ego too. My mind and birth certificate says I'm a different age," and I can relate to that. Trying to do things because we're not old, but it
I
is.
know.
There's
But we're not young.
It's some of the best memes though where it's like my dad or my 40-year-old dad's trying to lift something, and it's like as soon as he lifts, and then it's just a meme of an emergency room vehicle. Because it's like
here's what I discovered not terribly long ago. Like I was like, at what point in my life did I start having to make noise to like get up from somewhere? Like, why do I sound like some type of creepy villain? I'm like, and I'm like, ew, I
We all make
am
noises.
now that old person like getting off the floor or
Like,
yes, why do I make noises? It's disgusting. Or like getting out of bed, like having to bend for the first time. I'm like, "Rrr." Like it's disgusting. I'm
Hey,
that
Kyle.
person
Horrifying.
now.
Kyle actually brings it. He goes, he thought that Tommy was going to say that you had giant feet. Now, let me ask you a question. Would you be more offended if he said you have weak ankles or giant feet?
Well, she has little tiny baby feet.
No, if she's like me, the ego thing, Corey, probably it emanates from the word weak. She doesn't like
Yes,
the word
I
weak.
don't know what it was, but like I am like so deeply hurt by it. I don't know. I don't know. Giant feet, you're saying?
Kyle,
but
Kyle thought it was gonna that Tommy said, "Oh, you had giant," like that's what he was gonna say, but he ended up saying weak ankles. What would you pick though? Giant feet? Comment.
She doesn't have giant
I'm not
feet, though.
I'm not saying she
Yeah,
has
I see
giant
what you're
feet.
saying. I
I'm
don't
trying
know.
to
If
get
you
her
said
in an
it had
A/B
giant
comparison.
feet, I'd be like, yeah, I'll step all over you. Like, no, weak
Wouldn't
ankles
hurt
is
you as
like
bad.
you're a little bitch. Like
Corey, what about you?
What about me?
If someone like, would you rather have someone say, if you said, "Oh, you have weak
I have
ankles,"
weak ankles. I have dainty little baby weak ankles.
I think it's the Aries, man, and Lisa and I, like when the word weak is in there. I want to tell you guys. I know we gotta get into weather, and I want to do some headlines and stuff. But I have to tell you this quick story, Lisa. This is for you. When I was a kid, 5, 6 years old, so I was a literal kid. I went to Cedar Point with my dad. He just texted me this to remind me. And Cedar Point, if you don't know, in Ohio, in the Northwest Ohio, is like one of the top amusement parks in
I
the
hope
world.
everyone knows about it. It's pretty darn cool.
You never know. You never know. So, anyways, we go there, and it was just me and him. It was one of those like, oh, it's just a me and him thing. And we go on some of the rides. There's the wild mouse. They used to have like the crazy. It was like the little thing of the Iron Dragon and the mean streak and the blue streak. And then there was this one ride. It wasn't even a ride. It was like this thing. It was this giant slide that you went down in a potato sack. And somehow I got through, and I probably wasn't tall enough, but I really wanted to go on this. And it was the last ride of the day. And this thing was really high. Like, think about a park slide, but just think about it like amusement park style. It went like up and down, up and down. And for some reason, it was either my weight being so tiny or something. I go down the slide and I stop. And it's so high up that it's becoming and I can't climb back up because I'm not strong enough and I'm sliding because I got a potato sack on me. And then I'm trying to scoot down and I can't scoot down. Like, I won't go. And then I tried to stand up to like walk down, and someone gets on the speakers. There's a little boy on the slide. Excuse me, everybody in the park, security, there is a little boy on the slide. What you just experienced with Tommy about the weak ankles, when I heard that, when they called me a little boy,
You
even though
wanted
I
the
was a
slide to
little
eat
boy,
you and like you disappear,
I felt
right?
the rage inside of me.
Yes.
I was humiliated. I was embarrassed. And this lady she's trying to help. but she keeps doing it, and the speaker's getting louder. Attention, everybody in the park. Do you see the little boy? And she goes, little boy, sit down, little boy. Slowly move down. My dad is laughing. I'm like, why is he? I I was so humiliated, and I stood up on the slide. And I pointed my finger and I shook my fist. I'll never. My dad just texted me this quote.
You got the fist of fury?
I literally screamed, "I am not a little boy. I am not a little boy."
Aaron, I feel that in my soul. I feel that. Like weak ankles. I don't got weak ankles. Look at them. They're tough.
I something you have the feeling, and you're obsessed, and I still talk about it. I'll end it here. My dad, I'm in my early 40s. My dad literally just says nothing and texts me just the other day, "I am not a little boy." He's like, I will never forget that.
I
How old do you think you were?
Five or
Five.
six.
He was
I
five.
was a little boy.
He was a little
So
boy.
you were a grown ass man.
But Corey, I always felt old. Like like you don't feel
Oh.
like you think you're a
Well,
teenager.
and I feel like
Absolutely.
our parents were very big on being like, well, you got to be a big girl, be a big girl, be a big boy.
Yes.
So that's probably kind of why you were so angry about it. I would like to point out that I just could not possibly be more opposite of that. Like if we could bring back fainting couches and just like allow me to just, I'd be all over that. Just so everybody knows. I would love to be able to
Oh
just
my God.
dramatically faint onto like a chaise lounge.
Shazay.
No, that's the guys from
Shazay.
NSYNC.
Yes, it is. You're right.
I don't want to interrupt, but I do
no.
want
Yeah, go ahead.
to remind Aaron, Lisa had a pretty wild thing, national news, happen in her neighborhood while we were on our break.
So the reason why I was waiting for her, because I didn't want to bury the lead, but I didn't want to steal the headline. Lisa, can you just? It is, first of all, everyone here is glad you're okay. Can you tell what happened?
Does anyone know? I wonder.
I don't think
I'd be
so.
curious to see who saw it on the national news.
Did anybody in the chat hear about a strange explosion that occurred in Northeast Ohio? They might have said 20 minutes south of Cleveland. It was run nationally. If you haven't, that's cool. If you have,
I am curious to know who. It was a gas explosion, and I am very curious to know if anyone heard it. I mean, I clearly saw it on national news, but
but
I'm
it
also
was
local, so
yeah. The thing is though, national or local, it happened like a block away from your house.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to go into too much detail about like streets because I just don't want to give away your exact house location. You know what I mean? But I do think like it was
tell us what
within
happened.
blocks of you. want-
So it was 2 weeks ago today.
Today.
Mhm. We had people digging in the neighborhood for a couple weeks for fiber optics, which I'm not even gonna lie, didn't really know what that meant for us. Like,
Well, yeah,
I was
but
like,
they're laying
like,
down
oh,
new
okay.
fiber optic options, right, for cable and stuff like that. There's an internet.
yes, and like better internet
Yes.
or whatever. And like, I don't know. I'm not a techie kind of gal. I just know they were digging and it was a mess. And I'm really particular with my yard. And all I kept thinking is like, oh God, they're going to start digging in my yard, whatever. So Thursday, 2 weeks ago, I had just left the house to meet a friend of mine because we were going to a concert. And we were down like not far from my house at a restaurant, and I could hear and feel something. I can't even explain what it felt like. It almost like I thought someone like slammed a door in the restaurant, like someone had a rage moment. Like I don't really know. It was just bizarre. And I was like, what the hell was that? And she's like, I don't know, whatever. And then I get a phone call from my neighbor screaming, our entire neighborhood is on fire. So I'm like, oh my God, is my house? Like, what do you mean our whole neighborhood? Like, I was totally freaked out, had no idea. So I start like trying to look on my phone, like news or whatever. You could hear the sirens from the restaurant that I was at. She FaceTimes me. All you can see is like black and flames. Like, I can't tell where it's coming from. I still don't know. Like, is that my house that's back? I can't tell.
Are you thinking that it could be yours? Like in that moment, take me to that moment. Are you playing that out, or are
Yeah,
you
I
like,
start telling her to get my dog. I don't care about anything in this house, truly. Like, I like my stuff. It's
Well,
stuff.
you also
I
we did know your child was at camp, right?
Yes, my kid
And
was at camp, so
and
like that was no worry for
Tom
me.
was at
And my
work.
husband was at work.
because
All
that
I
would have been
could think
different
of,
if you're like, just get my dog.
right, my
leave
husband
everything
hit her
outside.
home, and I'm like, get the dog out. Sacrifice the husband. It's fine.
Well, he said you had weak
Um,
ankles. You had to do it.
Right. I mean, that's what happens when you talk like that about me. I'm cutting you out.
So
So
you tell the lady, you say, get the dog out. You try to give her.
yes,
like,
I go as our because she's next door to me. Like her, I go, our house is okay. I'm like, can you get my dog? And she's like, they won't let me drive back there. Like, so I'm just totally, I'm in panic land. Like I don't know what to think. I don't know what's on fire. I don't know why there was a fire. I don't at this point know that it was a gas explosion. Um, and so I get off the phone with her. I call my husband because I'm like, what's happening? Like, and so he figures it out that there was the gas leak and then the explosion, which um, burned down one house completely. And then the two on the sides are not, you can't live in them. Three of them are probably pretty much gone.
But then
And
also, didn't you tell me like there were all down the street like windows broken out of random
there's
houses and
gotta be a good 20 to 30 houses in here affected.
wow.
Just
it was a
from
huge explosion.
windows either blowing in or like this is really bizarre. I had never seen something like this. You know, like the glass block windows.
Yeah.
We have a neighbor that has like a pretty large one, like in their basement, and it pushed out.
Mm.
Whoa.
It's not completely out. It's just like, what's the word? Not concave, but convex. Is that the
Yeah,
word?
or something, or like it's like it's pushed out. It's expanded out. instead of
Yes,
in.
it's bizarre. People's garage doors blew off and onto their cars. Um,
Well,
it
and
was
and
in
Lisa, when I was reading his, actually Tommy reached out to me and was like, "Check out our neighborhood."
No, you were at a concert. I'm with Aaron somewhere, and Tom texted, "Our entire neighborhood is on fire."
To me,
And I
and
was like,
I
"Is
was like,
Lisa
"What?"
okay?"
I was like, "What?" And I looked. He's like, "No, for real, check it out." And I was like, and the thing I read, and I put a news story here in the chat for you all to read, but this was all over the news. But from what I heard, you mentioned the like the why. Well, first, the effect of it was a house, many that were destroyed. A house was completely destroyed, and where it was centered, from what I understand, those folks were in a cabin somewhere else in Ohio, so no one was
hmm
there. Only 3
hmm
people, I think, got injured. Right, so there was no fatalities. That is a
none.
miracle. The
All
fact that
animals were okay.
that's a miracle.
It
I'm
really
serious.
is.
Like
It's crazy.
it's crazy.
I was I was terrified, but beyond grateful. Like when that kind of stuff happens, you're so amazed. Like, oh my God, no one got hurt. There were I think four um, fire departments here. None of them got hurt. Like,
It's
it
crazy.
was beautiful to know that everyone was okay. Like, houses, yeah, it sucks. Like, but it can be replaced.
But it's
And
stuff. Yeah.
yeah, it's stuff and things and whatever. And I think someone actually today at work made fun of me because they were like, "Oh my God, did you end up going to the concert? Did you just go home?" I go, "No, once my husband got home, I was like, there's nothing I can do. They turned off all the gas and the power, so I'm going to the concert."
You went to see Post Malone, right? So you're like, peace.
100%. Everyone's like, "That's really messed up. Your neighborhood blew up and you went to
No,
Post."
what are
I
you
was
gonna
like,
do?
I couldn't. There was nothing I could do.
You probably couldn't even get in. They probably blocked. I know how
No,
that's.
you had to like he had a my husband had to park at like a restaurant down the street and like cut through to get here. Like
Mm.
you couldn't pull in. And what was I gonna do? Was I gonna grab the fire hose and help? Like not
I
with
know.
these weak ankles.
What pisses me off, all I thought about one, that you guys were okay. So we're really glad. I know everyone tuning in here live and then on the audio feed are glad as well. Like number one, that's for real. That's real stuff. So we were worried, but then relieved. The other, and for everyone else too, to your point.
Aaron,
Yeah.
we had another gas leak Tuesday. This past Tuesday.
I can't do
Are they still digging for the fiber?
No, so
What
I
are we
think they've been
doing?
trying to one by one now restore these people's gas in the back because they've gone without it now for
Oh.
2 weeks. And there was another leak on Tuesday. I hear sirens and I'm like,
Here we go. What
I was
is
like, no,
going
no.
on?
I don't know.
Well,
Which is the same night that crazy guy was running around shooting at people.
oh God! And the guy that went on the golf course.
Yeah, that was by my house.
I think it might be time to move. Maybe just
I'm saying this. It sounds
Slight-
like I live in some like
No.
questionable
No,
part
no,
of
no.
town.
No, I know.
do not.
just so everyone knows, Lisa lives in a very, very nice neighborhood, and she also is about
It
45
was
minutes
until it
away.
burnt down.
She's about 45 minutes away from me, so I'm always trying to peer pressure into moving closer, which is why I'm like, your neighborhood's it's going to shit. You should probably move.
We are trying to get you to move here. I did see a viral video of like some guy in a golf cart going like, the police are taking us through a high-speed chase. Like, who's driving? And I was like, isn't that
That's what
weird?
Aaron, the guy in the golf cart. I'm like, why are you chasing these?
He's got
What
his
are you
camera.
doing?
It's like, he's got his, I'm like, what is
You can hear his golf clubs like rattling
shaking in the
around.
back?
I didn't
I'm
see
like-
this.
I'm like, is this guy kidding? Why are you And like, do you think you're going to catch up in a golf cart? What are you doing?
Well, what's funny is I wonder where Tommy reached out to me. We're trying to find a day to go golfing. I'm wondering if that was the day that we couldn't have. You never know.
No, wasn't that the 13th
I think it was the 13th.
that you were trying?
I think it was the 13th.
The 11th.
Who knows? We're still.
I
trying
know
to
it was
find
the 11th because we couldn't.
I got to tell you. I know I'm glad. Corey's glad. We're like more than glad that everyone's okay. But the thing I think about is I'm always going, why? They're digging, and from what I heard, there was like markers that said like, don't dig here. And without, because this is a whole thing, but apparently something happened where it was dug and they hit a gas line. You're digging around in stuff that's been there for generations. Can we just do this? Can we just not have fiber optic? Like, leave.
Thank you.
I'm going to live without it.
It's okay. I'm cool.
We're going to
All
be
is
okay.
good. Mm-hmm.
It's not like a water supply.
Correct. Like we're cool without that. I wasn't a fan of it to begin with. Mostly, I didn't even think of the whole gas thing. It was mostly because I was like, do you know how hard I work in this yard for you to dig up my entire front yard and make it look like trash?
Yeah.
And then the whole neighborhood exploded, and I was like, see,
See?
I was right.
Told you.
Shouldn't have done it.
Okay, well, first, I know there's no way to transition from that, but I have to tell you, that's something you're complaining about. Wherever you're at right now in the world tuning in live with us, drop your temperature if you could. We're going to get into weather
Oh
here
God,
because no, look, if
you're
you thought
melting
the
down, aren't you?
if you listen, Lisa, if you thought the heat from the explosion in your neighborhood was hot, I can't, we got it. What's your forecast where you're at right now? I'm going to keep this positive, but it has to be said. I'm done with the summer. I'm done. I'm done with it. I bet we just had a heat wave here. I can't live
I
like
am
this.
appalled.
I can't live like this.
you know how-
Aaron, the sun is out. We live in the grayest place. The sun is there like every morning kissing you, going, "Here I am." And
And
you're like, "I
just
just want my gray
think-
skies back."
Think about how happy your wife has been.
You've been incredibly happy.
I haven't had to up my meds.
I know my meds have been the same for months.
No.
Corey, I'm not, listen, and this isn't, I don't want to take anyone's joy away. That's what I'm saying. I'm not controlling the sun. All I got left is my feelings. I'm just sharing them. I can't make the seasons change. I know we're here. We're in it. I am trying my best. I go to the pool. I do the thing. I'm at the pool, but I'm under an umbrella. Direct heat's too much. I'm in the car. I'm sweating. I can't do this. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. It's so humid. I'm breathing it. I can. It's liquid in my throat. I'm walking around. Everyone's loving life.
So dramatic.
Everyone
You
smells
need
like
to buy this
coconut
guy
oil.
a Speedo,
I'm done.
Corey.
You should wear a Speedo. Maybe that'll make you feel better.
I'm not weird.
Maybe
Listen,
that's the new you. Maybe
maybe-
you need to wear a Speedo.
Maybe you should
Maybe
be a
you're wearing
banana
too much.
hammock guy.
listen. I know that would impress
Maybe
a
he
lot
should
of
be
folks.
Arby's guy.
Listen, I know this would impress a lot of folks. I got to tell you though, here's the problem with summer. You
There's no problem.
You can't get cooler.
We're
I
in
can
the
wear a banana
coldest
hammock. I
house
can't take
in
my
the
skin off.
world.
What?
Our house right now is like freezing.
And that's conservative.
Your wife is dressed for winter right now.
Right.
My toes are blue.
Can we just
And I'd
agree on-
show you guys, but I need to be paid a lot more money to show my feet on the internet.
That's fair.
Can we agree to come to a compromise here, which is this? I'll give you 70s and 80s. Let's do it. I'm okay. 70s, 80s, I'm down. That's fine. What we experienced for the last 2 weeks, a 104-degree heat index, it's unacceptable.
It wasn't 104.
It was 104. Listen, I walk
No.
into a Subway, and I found a companion, by the way. I'm not saying marital companion. I'm saying someone in my little tribe who thinks like me. I felt seen for the first time in my life.
Marry the Subway lady.
I'm not
Aaron.
marrying the Subway lady. I'm saying I walk in there, and can I just tell you this quick one? I walk in.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God! I just did this. I went. Oh, it was like Antarctica. And I just sat there, and she goes, "Sir, are you okay?" I said, "I'm okay. I'm just enjoying the cool air. I can't do it anymore out there." And she said, "Are you a person that likes winter or summer?" And I knew it could have been a trick question because I could be talking with like a lot of you all. And then as soon as I say that, they look at you. You're doom and gloom. But this was different. She goes, "I hate summer too." I said, "What?"
What?
She says, "I don't like summer." I said, "I don't like summer." She goes, "Fall, winter, spring." I said, "All day long." She goes, "Funny thing is, everyone around us, they love this." But she says, "Here's why I don't like the summer in Ohio. It's not the heat. It's the humidity."
Oh
And
yeah,
I
I
said,
hate that too.
I agree. She goes, "Listen, I went out to Arizona. It was 100 degrees. I sound like every boomer out there. It's a dry heat. And I can get down with the dry heat. What I can't do is the humidity." So I was not well last couple weeks. And if I had a perfect day in the summer and I didn't have to work and I didn't have to run around and hustle, I would stay in until 7 or 8 o'clock at night. I wouldn't leave the home. And then I come out at sunset. That's when I would love summer. I'm done. Cori, Lisa, I'm glad you're enjoying yourselves.
I love
I'm not
summer
gonna
the
lie. I
most.
complain when it's too hot, and I complain when it's too cold. I mean, that's
Do you
just
have a
the
do you
nature
have a
of the
perfect?
beast for
What's
me.
your perfect?
70, 75. No humidity.
It's a good
I
temperature.
mean, it could be like
Solid.
20%. But yeah, I mean,
You can't complain
I
about.
don't
I don't
love
even
the
like 70s, but
cold.
I can't complain about 70s are great. 70s is
No, it's
very wonderful.
beautiful.
Cori, what's your
Yes.
perfect?
Hers is like 85.
85, 84. There is nothing I love more than sitting by a pool eating a cold salad when it's 85 degrees outside.
Oh,
Nice cold
you're
salad.
just baking like a piece of brie.
And then I can go walk into the pool up to my knees, then come back out.
I know you. Have I been pretty good about that? Have I?
You actually have been really great. You went with me this week. You worked. You complained most of the time we were there, but
Wait a second. I didn't
She
complain.
just called you out.
Did I complain the whole time?
yes. When we got there, this is how dramatic
can't
Aaron is.
imagine.
We were walking from the car to like into the pool to find like we were looking for a table with an umbrella or
Gotta have an
whatever.
umbrella.
Always an umbrella. He wants an umbrella. I want a lounge chair. So usually what we do is we get a table with like chairs and then there's usually like some lounge chairs next to it. So he'll sit at the table and I'll sit in the direct sun just baking my flesh with sunscreen, by the way. I always wear sunscreen. And while from the time that we got out of the car, Aaron is like, until we get to an umbrella. He's literally like, You made that
heat
sound.
It's so hot. It's the sun. The sun.
He's like
it's-
running from umbrella to umbrella, just like a little baby.
Lisa, it's hot. I like an indirect sun. That kind of heat. That's I'm just like, can someone get? By the way, can we get some shade? Can we get some anyways, it was rough.
There's
but I
tons
got
of
there.
umbrellas there. It was just really crowded because it was hot out.
But when you see me at a pool, you can go and there's always like all these guys out. They all like tan. They're all walking around like, and then you just see this guy in the corner with like sunglasses on. And
Aaron was sitting in the back corner, like under an umbrella, with his sunglasses on, a black t-shirt, and like on the phone in a lounge, just like having a work meeting. He's like, yeah, it's business, 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 business. He looked like a mobster, just like holding down the back
you get
corner
in
of the
water,
pool.
Aaron?
Sometimes. He went with me during the day, so like he was really just there for moral support because I was like, I don't want to go by myself.
I like a night swim. I like a night swim.
Wait, so you preferred to bring him, listen to him bitch, then go by yourself?
She loves
only-
me.
Think about that.
I do love him.
She loves me.
That is love.
That is.
Yeah.
No, I try to be good about it. It's just, it's like an opposite. Chad was saying, well, I'm going to get to the messages here in a second because they're building up, but Chad was saying that too. It's just it's what you like, right? It's what you like. And I've always I'm a 40s and 50s kind of guy. That's my
Yeah, that's fair.
perfect. I'm -20. I can survive it, but I'm not saying that's ideal. But I'd rather have that than 105. I really would. I'm out. I'm the only person out in my neighborhood during winter. I'm walking around. I'm walking.
I
I'm
know
like,
you
why
are.
is anybody out? Because no one comes outside. So it's just my temp. I also think I'm a Neanderthal. Like I have Neanderthal blood. I believe this. One, DNA, there's evidence for this, that a lot of people have that blood from the Neanderthals before they were wiped out, or they were kind of like assimilated into the Homo sapien kind of thing. But I believe that
Do you
because
think you're Bigfoot?
I don't think I'm Bigfoot, but I do think I'm Neanderthal. I do think I was built for cold. Like some
Okay.
people are built for sun. I was built for cold because I'm the guy who's like, stop complaining. It's freezing. Like, oh, it's a snowstorm. Get out there. Put some clothes on. Get out there. In the summer, I'm like a baby. I'm just like, I can't do it anymore. I'm like Michael Jackson with my
I'm
umbrella.
whiny
like,
in both extremes.
okay,
I
let's
really
get to
am.
first of all, speaking of, there's no way to. I was going to say extreme fun. That's a terrible transition. But you were talking about the Post Malone concert. Matt was saying concerts are too expensive just not to go. So I agree. Whether your neighborhood blew up or not, you got to go to the show. These shows are too expensive.
It's
You
true.
can't
And it
miss
was
it.
amazing. It was a good thing to do, truly.
You had a good time.
There was nothing I was going to do here. It was amazing. I'm glad I went.
Just more affirmation from Chad. Totally agree. He's over there. I think in Missouri, it's I said Missouri. It's 80 degrees at 9:20 at night. Stupid. Right. Let's get that down. It's 8 o'clock. We want it down. I'm tired of that heat. Sorry for you, Chad. Hang in there. Dwayne, Southern Oregon, low of 63, currently 95 degrees.
Beautiful.
God bless you, Dwayne. Stay strong, bro. Matt's on your team. Matt's saying heat over cold any day. And
Yeah.
then Chad, cold over heat any day. That's right. My toes are purple,
Aaron, did
but you know, bruising. What's that?
Chad tell you how he hurt himself?
He did. I mean, he can drop it in the chat if you want to, but he basically was trying to, I think he was playing frisbee golf or he was playing a game with his family.
Frolf.
And he ended up trying to jump over a fence or something and just came down on his ankle.
Oh no.
Sorry, I didn't mean to take your story,
God.
Chad. But yeah,
He's got weak ankles.
He's a strong ankled man. He's just probably
He's a strong ankled man.
I know he's a strong ankled man. I haven't seen him in person, but we know. I'm telling you this, and listen,
I'm not doubting
They
the
compare ankle
strength.
photos.
I'm not doubting the strength of Chad's ankles.
Chad, they're coming after
it's
me.
just an odd thing to say.
Bring the moderator in, Chad.
He
Get
is a
these ladies
strong
out of here.
ankle man.
You're gonna need a
Chad, I
t-shirt.
bet your wife loves your strong ankles.
Hey, you know what? I can tell you, he's stronger than me because I was driving with Corey today. I was telling her the first time she really laughed at a story of mine was when we were first dating, and I told her what happened to me when I played basketball. And it wasn't an injury during basketball. I was just shooting like baskets and playing, like just shooting around, like playing horse with myself. And I just did a quick workout, whatever, stretched a little bit. After I finished, I dropped the basketball to get my sneakers, take my sneakers off, put my slipper sandals on. I reach down to get the basketball, and when I stand up, I blow my back out and fall over. Lisa, this was like 10 years ago.
The
10
part
years
that
ago.
made me laugh the most, is that Aaron's mom, Aaron was trapped at the park. This happened at the park, by the way, a very public park. In the rain, it started to rain. He called his mom because he was in
Hold
Medina
on.
at the time.
I called my mom because she lived nearby. I wasn't like,
Yeah, yeah.
Mom, it's
No,
too
no.
hot out here.
You called your mom because she lived nearby, and you had her bring you a step stool, I believe.
Hold on. You're okay. Yes, you're right. But let me just let me add some storytelling dust to this. So the fact of the matter is that I don't know. You know how you said when you heard the sound of the explosion, you didn't know what it was? The experience happened to me when I had never had this happen. I bent over, I grabbed the basketball. I literally was like, and then when I stood up,
Sciatic nerve.
I thought I said, I've been shot. I've been shot. I swear to God, because I didn't know it being, but it felt, I said, oh, someone shot me. So I fall over and I thought, I'm not going to walk again. Where is he? I thought someone had shot me in the back because the
mean streets of Medina.
Hey, you never know. Listen, you never know. They probably saw my 3-pointer. They didn't want me to mess around and beat them, so they just had to take me out. But I felt a shock in my lower back, And then I'm on the ground, and you know how when you're by yourself, you're like, yeah, I'll just kind of just let it sit for a second. And I realized I am like the commercial. I could not get up. I'm 32
Well,
years old at the time.
if
I'm
I'm
like,
by myself, I'm hurrying up and getting up and looking like, did anyone see that?
but
Because that was awful.
but Lisa, but this is my point. I'm not kidding you. I would do the same exact thing. I couldn't stand.
Oh my God.
So like I'm crawling and I'm trying but every movement is like, I mean pain like you wouldn't believe. I'm screaming. Ah! When I realized I wasn't shot, I start trying to crawl to the car. And then it starts
I
pouring
don't
rain.
mean to laugh.
You got to laugh. We got to laugh it up. I'm crawling to the car, but because of the rain, it's muddy and I can't get a grip. So now I'm just floundering in mud. And I didn't know. I thought I'm just going to stay here. A woman came up to me and was like, "Sir, sir, are you okay?" And I look up. I'm like, "Yeah, just gonna hurt. I'm good. I'm just gonna hang here for a little bit." I was so proud. She walks away. Then there's no one at the park, and it's pouring rain. I just got my cell phone and my pride, and I was there for an hour, trying to like. I
God
flip
bless you
over.
for having pride at that point.
I flipped over. I flipped over. I'm trying to stand up. And the only thing I can do, Corey, that's when I called my mom. I said, "Mom, I've fallen and I can't get up. I'm at the park." She's like, "I'll bring you a stool." So my mom comes to the park. She brings me a stool.
What the heck's a stool do?
Well, she goes, "You can prop yourself up," because I could move my arms, but I literally couldn't get my back to work. So I'm trying. So she shows up. I'm like, "Mom, she's slipping in the mud. We got this little footstool that she."
You're sweet, Mom.
I'm
Oh my
trying to
God.
stand up and I'm falling over. It falls over. We do this for 30 minutes. I said, "Mom, I got to call an ambulance."
Did you call the ambulance?
I called an ambulance. Lisa, I'm paralyzed. I couldn't move.
Wait, can someone please read out loud Kyle's comment?
I'm getting to it. I promise. I'm closing. Hold on. I'm closing.
But it's so funny.
Oh,
I'm closing.
my
We'll get to it.
God.
So I said to, she goes, "Honey, what do you want to do?" I said, "Mom, I have no other choice. I've been here for 2.5 hours in the mud. I got to call an ambulance." So I call an ambulance.
I can't.
I swear to God, Corey, Lisa, I swear
Did
to
you
God.
tell him you were shot?
No, here's what I. The ambulance, woo, 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 they pull out. They're immediately laughing.
Oh, God.
I'm like, first of all, this could have been an emergency. I said, "Listen, I can't get up. I'm in so much pain." "Oh, it's okay. We're going to put you." So they put me, somehow they lift me up. I'm screaming, "Oh, my back, my back." They lift me up. They put me on a stretcher. They slide me into the back of the ambulance. I said, "I'll talk to you soon, Mom. Meet me at the hospital." And I'm in the ambulance, and for some reason, they give me laughing gas. They're like, "This will make you feel, this will help with the pain." Then I start telling them how I'm going to be on the Cavs and this was my last chance. I mean, I was out of my mind. I'm laughing it up. They get me to the hospital. They take me to the room. The laughing gas fades. It is in so much pain. My lower, I thought I had broken my back. I said, "I broke my back. We're going to do x-rays, all this stuff." They can barely get me over because I'm screaming in pain. So she goes, "Listen, this pain, we got to get you some morphine." They gave me morphine. I took the morphine. I had a panic attack.
You were a disaster.
I said, "I feel funny. I don't like this feeling." And now they have to sedate me because I have a panic attack because I'm on. It was a disaster. Eventually, they somehow got me into a wheelchair and they wheeled me out. And the diagnosis was this. The doctor goes, "You blew your back out." I said, "Will I ever walk again?"
She's like, "Yeah, tomorrow."
Yeah, she's like, this happens all the time. And
You'll
I said,
be fine.
I said, "What's the issue?" She goes, you're in your 30s and 40s. That's what happens. We get 5 people a day coming here. They're working on the gutter. They're tying their shoe. You blew your back out. I said, it feels a lot more serious than that. Did I sever my vertebrae? Is there a spinal column problem? She goes, you're structurally fine. You literally just need to ice it, do the thing, and in a week. But I'm telling you, I blew it out so bad, I was crawling to the bathroom for a week. Crawling.
Were you
And
with
eventually,
him then, Corey?
No.
no.
Okay, because I was like, I don't remember this.
Nope. This was a bad time in my life. But my point is, Chad, I feel you. You think that you know what you're doing, and you're 40-something years old. Next thing you know, you end up on morphine, and you think you break your back, and your mom's bringing you a stool, and you blow your back out picking up a basketball.
In the
I
pouring
love
rain.
your mom for just randomly being like, let me bring you a stool, son.
Well,
like, what?
I totally get her reasoning
I
because
love
like
that.
she's tiny. She's a little. I mean, she's strong, but she's little. She's a little lady.
Let's give it up to my mom.
Yeah. And I think in her mind, she was like, oh, maybe Aaron can use that to pull himself up versus him attempting to use her to pull himself up.
She couldn't lift me. And I'm telling you, the rain factor in this park, we're in a mud. I'm mud wrestling with my mother.
So
It sounded like you were mud
was-
wrestling yourself there for a while.
Dude. And I told Corey this story. She is peeing her pants when I
I
tell
was
her this.
standing in Marshall's crying. We were on the phone, him and I.
It's when she knew she fell in love with me. And that's when it all...
I'll tell you though, there's nothing worse than like you're saying like you're playing basketball being like cool guy and that's not how you actually got hurt. It was like just bending over. There's truly nothing worse. Like you think you're like all macho and cool and then you're like, "Oh, let me scratch my foot here." And you like mess your toe.
That's it.
back
You're
up.
done.
Like
You're gone. You're done.
it's so bad.
It's
That
the
is
ego.
an ego.
It's you started the whole thing with the ego bruise with the ankles. This is the back. I was on the slide, and it's crazy. I felt that way, and there is nothing worse. There is literally nothing worse than that. There could have been worse, but man, that was a wild time. Let me go to the. All right, let's get to the comments here. What do we got going on? Man, people are all right. So cold. Corey, can your eyes get it? Can your eye rolls get any louder?
It's because when you were saying it's the humidity, I rolled my eyes
okay,
very
yeah. Thank you for the context.
dramatically.
Of course, brother from another mother, Chad. That's right. Mid 30s at night. Yeah, that would be the nighttime temperature. His perfect 50 during the day. Mid 30s at 100%. 100%. Pacific Northwest. Dwayne, I don't know. He must have been talking about where he's. Brooms Island, Maryland. 75 degrees. Is that serious though? Are you melting? Kyle, like, do you feel that's too hot for you? The 75 degrees? He might be. I know him. He might be
so
doing.
good.
Chad, basically, this is what happened. Basically, I walked over a small fence about waist high, put my left foot on it, and as my right foot went over, he lost his balance, and the wet ground gobbled up his ankle. It's the wet
Oh
ground.
God. At least that's not bad. That's not a bad one. That was just like a whoopsie.
That's a legit reason to have been injured.
For sure.
Chad says, now I want to send you a picture of my ankles, but I don't know if I have to charge a fee.
You
do.
might need to
Always.
charge us. I mean, I might put it on OnlyFans.
I'm gonna do this one for Kyle. Attention, everyone. There's a little boy who is crawling from the gym to the floor in the mud.
I don't know. I think I've told Corey this before.
The
I have a
little
scar
boy
on my
appears to
knee.
be shot. Someone calls him. I'm sorry.
And for the longest time, I told people it was from baseball. The
What's it
reality
from?
is, it was after baseball, which I didn't really participate in much because I was busy picking dandelions. We were getting ice cream, and I was running in a gravel parking lot,
Oh no!
and I fell
Just,
and busted my knee.
just like
And
just a trip.
Yeah, like I totally like cut it all open.
Oh,
And I told people for years, Yeah, I got this from baseball. Because I was like, I'm not telling people I was running to get ice cream.
And you ate it up in the parking lot. I was riding a bike at this place. Do you know Punderson? It's kind of out near you. Do you know Punderson Lake?
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
my grandmother Barb, shout out to Grandma B, she's the best. She lives out in that area in Geauga, but she would always help us out because my mom was my dad and mom were separated. My mom was raising us, teacher salary, the whole thing. So my mom always wanted to do nice stuff for us in the summer, but my grandmother would help out. She goes, "Oh, I'll get you a place in Punderson." So there was like, went to one of the cabins, and I rode my bike, and I fell, off of my bike down a hill, and the bike dragged me on the back of my leg on the asphalt, and I literally tore the entire like layer of skin off the back of my. Okay,
Do you have a scar still?
I have a couple of scars, like they're little, but the thing that hurt the most was my mom. I love my mom, right? But this is I don't know what happened here. First, when you showered, I had to clean it, so it hurts so bad because that's just raw. You don't have any
It's
protection.
road rash, man.
It's
Road rash hurts.
So, and I'm oh god. She goes, all right. Here's what we're gonna do. She didn't have any hydrogen peroxide. She goes, I'm gonna put new skin on it. And she's like, let's just try it. And she put new skin. And my grandmother said, I've never heard man nor girl scream the way you screamed when she put new skin on the back of your.
I'll bet.
I was like, it was like,
As
Like
wild.
Mariah Carey.
Yes.
As hairstylists, new skin is like a really common thing for us to use because it like will close a wound really quickly, and you don't have to but even on like a tiny cut, new skin hurts. It's so burny and
That
it's
initial
awful.
burn. So
I
I
can't-
couldn't imagine it on like.
Yeah, and I'm sure your
white
mom
rash.
didn't know
She
it was
didn't
gonna
know.
burn like
Well,
that.
she do.
but
I think her idea was it's gonna burn just like antiseptic
like
would.
peroxide would,
Peroxide.
but it's a
But it was
longer.
She brushed that MF and stuff on there. She was brushing it, and I remember, like I was like, it was rough. Again, more summertime blues, man. Injuries, the heat, everything's melting. All right, we're done. Hey, let's get past weather. I want to get in some. I have a couple of story headlines from the past. I think you guys are gonna love. Okay, these are two real stories. I want to share them with you. I just want to get your feedback. Let's talk about them. This is titled "The Frog Rain in Serbia." In 2005, a town in northwestern Serbia reportedly experienced something that sounds like folklore. Tiny frogs, thousands of them, falling from the sky. The Smithsonian cites a news account saying the frogs were not the kind usually seen in the area either. Even stranger, they survived the fall. And after landing, were reportedly hopping around searching for water. So this wasn't just like, hey, we found dead frogs after a storm. The account describes living frogs falling from the sky and suddenly appearing in large numbers after falling with the weather, hopping around. This Smithsonian article also notes that that frog rain has a long history. It references accounts going back to ancient times, including a Greek writer from the 2nd century BC describing frogs falling in such numbers that roads and houses were full of them. The Serbian case gives the old legend a modern echo. It's not dragons, it's not omens, it's just a town basically looking around and seeing frogs after a storm and seeing them everywhere. By the way, I have to tell you, I know we talked about Bigfoot last month. After what happened to Lisa, like the weirdest things, neighborhoods exploding, I think this is unbelievable. I don't doubt that frogs could fall out of the sky. This was an account. This was a thing.
Was it a temperature drop situation? Does it say?
No, it was just that. Well, there was a temperature drop because of the rain, but apparently it was just like a weather event. And when the weather event happened,
you know how like Like for example, in Florida, they'll say like the iguanas or lizards will fall from the trees when they get too cold. Did you ever hear this?
I have heard this. Yeah.
And you might think they're dead, but they're not. They're just in like a stunned state. Do you think that's like the same
I'm
thing?
just thinking about me grabbing the basketball. That's like that stage where you're just like,
Yes.
Yes.
You like just see an iguana. It's like
yeah.
it's like chill. Like. So, do you think that are they literally coming from the sky, or are they falling out of trees?
Has
right?
anyone in the who's listening live or watching live, have you ever experienced things like frogs falling from the sky? I don't know. I don't think so. There's documentation in the Smithsonian. I think because it's so long ago, obviously that first one. This one was in 2005, but the accounts that were notated were that they fell. Now, the question I'm thinking is like, where do they come from? Now, it could be that they were swept, like say there's like a weather event, right? And the weather event,
Sure.
like a tornado, brings up
It like got that. Yes.
brings
I
them
get
up
what you're
into the
saying.
sky. They're getting flown around, and then when it rains, they're just like bye. So like, there's that possibility. The other thing though is I get iguanas because maybe they're in the trees, but frogs aren't hanging in trees, right? But well, tree frogs
Yeah, sure. Of course.
could be tree
That-
frogs.
He
Ribbit,
just put
ribbit.
together tree frogs.
No, when I'm thinking frogs, I'm thinking
Tree
lily pad.
frogs.
Tree frogs.
Okay, let me ask you a question. If you think frogs, do you think lily pad or trees? If you had
Trees.
to pick one.
I mean, if we're talking about frogs, or are we talking about toads?
Let's go there. Let's just talk about frogs. You got to be honest with me. When I say frog, and you have to think about environmental context,
Kermit.
are you thinking tree, or are you thinking pond with a lily pad?
Actually, tree, because most of the time when I've seen frogs, they're
Really?
like on a house or on a tree. Yeah.
So you think
Frogs,
Corey?
not
Do you
toads.
think not
Sesame
toads.
Street.
You think Sesame Street?
Kermit.
You Kermit the Frog here, Sesame Street News. Okay, so you think Kermit?
I've actually never seen a frog anywhere except like in our grass, and or I don't know that I've ever really seen a frog on a lily pad.
Remember when we took a walk in Buckeye Woods, and we saw our buddy the frog. He's on the
Oh,
lily
there
pad.
was a frog on a lily
Yeah,
pad.
he's hanging out there. We talked to him.
I don't remember things. I don't know. I don't really.
So
The most frogs I've ever seen were at one point Lisa had a frog collection.
Did
Not
you
real
really?
ones.
You had a frog collection.
I've actually had real ones, but no, I just had a lot of frogs because I love frogs and toads.
Oh, okay. No, this is awesome. So wait, were they hard to take care of? Did you have them in a little aquarium?
Yes, I had to take them for school because someone needed to watch them over the summer. I murdered one accidentally.
Sorry
They
for
were
your loss.
extremely hard to take care of because they were actual frogs. They were not toads.
They're not
And
toads.
like you had to keep their skin wet. And they didn't always go in the water on it was a nightmare. It was truly a nightmare.
How
So
old
don't-
were you?
Maybe 8th or ninth grade. But then my son had a few that he raised from tadpoles.
And so you had to keep, but you really have to take care. This isn't
And they
like
were
you just
fine.
leave them in a thing of water.
No, they were like a whole situation. They were not, you didn't just get to like look at them and go, you're cool, and like feed them little crickets. No, like I literally had to like spray bottle like water that like,
You had to water
They
the
were
frogs.
I gotta
Yes.
tell you, I'm disappointed in amphibians, and
they're so cute though.
no, I'm saying like I know. Here, hold on.
You said I'm disappointed in amphibians.
You know what, Aaron? They're disappointed in you.
Oh my god! What are we talking about?
No, I'm going to get to the theory about what I think happened with the frogs in the story, but I do want to
forgot
get
all
okay.
about them.
No. When I said I'm disappointed in amphibians, I don't mean in general like just them being alive. I'm saying I too, for my daughter and myself, I would love to have a frog in a little like not cage but a little world. And you think they live in filth anyways.
No, totally.
Like you live in this just dirt bag and dirty water, and can't you just put that into a thing and put them in the house? But then you talk to the people, they're like, buddy, do you have the proper pH balance spray? I got to spray like, so you're telling me, and this is why I'm disappointed. They're not just living in the muck that you put in a thing. You have to like be very precise, and you have to spray them.
Maybe if it's a toad, it might be different because they're drier, right? Like they don't stay wet like their skin. But frogs are wet. I don't know if you've ever touched a frog or a toad.
I have touched a toad. I have touched a frog too, and the frogs are slimy. You're right. They have a slime. They have a
Yes.
film.
So maybe a toad, maybe not such a big deal.
I
But
gotta look to
these
see if we
frogs
have a
in
toad.
particular.
We should maybe get a toad for our daughter because I've been trying to get a pet. Not I don't want pets,
Yeah.
but she's been pushing for like I want to take Sarah something. There was like a giant lizard and things like that. I'm like can't do the lizard. Then we tried the other thing, and then was looking at this thing. And then when you said frog, I thought if they're falling out of the sky, maybe we could just put it in a little thing. Maybe it's toads. Maybe that's the thing. But I'm
Maybe.
disappointed with amphibians in the house. I wish they were as like. It seems like they're not as tough as they are outside. You come inside, now you're a little bit kind of like a diva.
Kind of, yeah.
But that's why
Dwayne?
they belong outside.
Dwayne just said he always wanted a turtle. Maybe we can get her a turtle.
I think same thing with that.
Turtles
Lisa.
are pretty. No, I think turtles are fairly easy.
Really.
I had a friend in high school that had a turtle for like 15 years.
Really.
And I've got to
Just
tell
kidding.
you, he did not take care of it well.
Mm.
It was adorable. It was so cute. Its
I-
name was Turkey.
Turkey. That's a bit. I have had frog legs, Dwayne, and they are fantastic. I agree. I'm sorry, Lisa. I know that your frogs are important to you. I have eaten frog legs before. They are fantastic. They taste like chicken.
Oh.
I know.
I'm not mad at you. You can have frog legs.
I do. But I'm not frequenting them. I'm not. It's not like a request. Like, you got any frog legs here? But I have had them at a couple of places. They're great. And by the way, you got to do it at like a Michelin, like a 5-star. It can't go to like,
Yeah.
It's like
Or a podunk place.
right. That like really does it right. But it can't be like Rallies and the frog leg special.
No,
Like-
absolutely not.
It's,
No,
it's,
you're correct.
okay, so my thought about this is they either came from the trees, maybe they were picked up by a weather event, but it speaks to my belief that the things you think are so out of bounds and not possible, I'm telling you, I'm not saying it's Bigfoot, I'm saying stuff like this happens. Stuff like this happens. I got one more here. This is for Dwayne actually, because I saw this and I wanted to share it. It's kind of weird, actually, but Dwayne, if you're still there, take a listen to this one. This is titled "The Milky White Rain of the Pacific Northwest." This one is basically there's no creatures, but it's like a science fiction opening scene. In 2015, it's not too long ago, people in parts of Washington, Oregon, and Idaho noticed that rain had coated cars, windows, and even people with a strange milky white residue. The Smithsonian, again, I found the
Ew.
source in the Smith. I know, right? What's going on? Smithsonian reports that the precipitation wasn't dangerous, but it was a mystery. Scientists initially wondered if the white rain may have come from dust or ash blown from wildfire burn in the Pacific Northwest, but they could not connect that phenomenon to those sites. Eventually, researchers traced the source to a dust storm that had left particles from a shallow lake bed in southern Oregon. The lake bed had high enough saline material and its composition matched the strange milky rain. So here's the story. There's a dry lake bed in Oregon. It gets whipped up by the wind. The pale, salty dust rises into the atmosphere, maybe with some frogs, mixes with precipitation, and then falls back down across multiple states as a ghostly white rain. It wasn't supernatural, but it must have felt almost science fiction as you're walking around and you see this chalky white film that's all over the place. This is a true story. I'm wondering, Dwayne, do you remember that? Have you seen anything like that in Oregon? Unbelievable. Cori, have I lost you?
No.
You have not lost me. You've lost me visually because I don't know what's happening. You can probably hear me just clicking repeatedly
Hold on, I got
because
you.
I'm like, hello?
I got you. Hold on, let me see. Let me bring you back.
I was just texting you.
Me?
No, Lisa, to be like,
Oh.
where'd you go? That's wild.
Isn't that crazy?
So it's from a dust storm. My
it's fro-
favorite thing.
It's from the Dust Bowl.
I have to go to sleep now.
Lisa, I know that you're here. We hear your voice. Your camera is not available.
Yeah, like I don't know what happened, but
okay.
it's done with looking at me.
That's okay.
Had enough.
And you
We
can
can
either
just
try.
pretend you're here.
Yeah. Well, no, she is here, but this is.
Oh,
Listen,
do you
I was
want to...
what's that, Cor?
I was going to say, does she want to leave and come back?
You can try that, or you can just stay here with your audio. That's totally fine. It's up to you. You can leave
I
and
wanna
come
see
back
your
and try it.
face.
Cori, listen, Cori and I had a debate before this where I was like, I want to go back to audio.
No.
And she's like, no, we have to keep it video. So we'll keep it video. But Lisa, if you want, you can leave the studio, come back, and then see if it lets you select the camera.
Okay, yeah, because some weird box came up on my. I'm not.
I said
good
turn
with-
on camera. I turned on your camera and nothing happened. Turn off camera. Okay. Yeah, you might have to leave and come back. Because when you leave and come back, I have a 90s, or actually it's a mid 80s commercial that I want to share with all of you and everyone
You
watching.
can play it. I can see it. I can do it after. I can click out after.
No, leave in and come back because we want to see you. We want to see you. So
Okay.
we'll wait here. We'll keep chatting.
All right.
Cori, what were you saying though? You said, wasn't I going to do something? Didn't you say to me, hey,
I don't know what you're talking about.
Didn't you say, hey?
no, you
I said, hey. Hey.
but you had said, hey,
Sorry, I can't even click out right now.
She
What's
can't leave.
happening?
it's okay.
Can you boot me out?
I don't feel right doing it, but I'll try. I'm going to remove participant. Please come back, okay? Goodbye. I removed the participant. She's gone. Let's see if she
Oh,
can come
man,
back.
you removed her.
You don't do that to me.
I looked up the lifespan of turtles. That's what I was doing before.
What do we got?
A long time. Don't think we need one.
I think we got to get one for the little.
No.
The,
No, it would
What do you
have
mean
to
no?
live here while they all go to college.
I don't mind taking care of a turtle if it's not a lot of work. The disappointment I have in these type of reptiles and amphibians is that they're outside, they're living freely, and they're great. You bring them inside, it's
'Cause
totally
they're
environmental.
They're meant to be living outside.
I agree.
Also, if you get one turtle, I feel like we have to get two. I wouldn't want a turtle to be lonely.
2 turtle doves. I'm just teasing. No, I'm thinking we might get a turtle. Let's look into it, okay? Chad said this might be the quote of the year. I'm disappointed in amphibians.
I agree. That might have to go on a t-shirt.
I have not been in Oregon long, only 4 years. I've never seen that. Dwayne, in my mind, you're a lifer in Oregon. If you wouldn't mind, can you share
you from?
where are you from originally? Like where did you start and all that stuff? That's pretty cool. Awesome. So dude, this commercial you will love when Lisa comes back, if she comes back. It's a familiar face, I think, to everybody, because you have seen this person in television, in movies, on one of the most popular sitcoms of all time. And I have to tell you,
No, just be your.
Tommy!
Tom!
Lisa transformed!
It was like a cool
Oh,
magic
they
trick.
can't hear you.
I can't hear anything.
Here, put those in.
Tom, I just got your text, by the way, where it
Tom!
says,
had
Oh,
to-
from the
mind
golf
if I play?
cart thing?
Mind if I play through?
I had to
That's
get my
hilarious.
strong ankle husband.
She tripped coming to get me. the floor was too unlevel apparently for her. She
It's
just
a
tumbled right
problem.
over.
We don't all have really strong ankles, Tom.
I have
know.
strong
It's
ankles.
us soccer players. We got strong ankles.
That's right. Yeah. I didn't.
Yep.
Did you play through high school or did you play in?
Yeah, high school, yes.
Did
College, I tried like club and realized I sucked.
you?
I also went to school at a down in the Dayton area that had a lot of engineering program. So you could imagine the culture of people who went to that school.
Lots
Gotcha.
of soccer.
Yeah.
Everyone, this is Tommy. By the way, I think I don't, and you've probably seen him before. But chat,
once
this
upon a
is
time.
this is Tommy, and he's jumped on. This is Lisa's husband. I
You had to fix the computer, huh? Fix the
Apparently.
camera.
You know what I did? I hit escape.
that's the ticket.
That'll do it.
We're pretty technical over here.
I actually have one regret about soccer is that I think I could have done collegiate because I played in high school and then I just rebelled and I was like, I'm not playing this game. But that was one thing, man. I was a good soccer player, and that's one. I don't
Yeah.
have many regrets. That's one regret I have, is that I didn't
What's
didn't do it all the way.
A year and a half ago, I tried to join a 40 and
Adult.
over league. Oh my god, I didn't realize how bad a shape I was in.
Dude,
But
it's
I was
so
the young one of the team, so they just like send the ball and let me sprint past everybody because even though I was out of shape, I was still faster than those old guys.
I get worried about my dad. I watched him play in an alumni game at Walsh College where he was, a great player. Small
He still
school.
holds a bunch of records at
Yeah,
Walsh,
he's-
Aaron's dad.
Oh, nice.
It's like he was, and he was little too, but he was, unbelievable winger and penalty. He was great. But he did a 45 and older, whatever, alumni game, and I saw him from the sidelines snap his Achilles.
Really?
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
just
you
one of
don't
those.
stretch.
He just turned and he just scored a goal, like great goal in the top left corner
Yeah.
of the post. And it was just right off the kickoff. He turned to like play it back to the midfield. And when he turned, and I just saw him go like, fell down.
Yep.
Was it?
A lot of those was like real quick snapping motions of the foot, or like older people who, may not have warmed up and their bones aren't as strong, with age. It'll actually be like a tiny little avulsion fracture of the bone, not the actual Achilles tendon, so where it anchors in, the bone will break free instead of the actual tendon
That's
breaking.
crazy.
Snapping.
And by the way, folks listening in the replay and now live, this is probably true because you're an expert in this. I think. Is it fair to say it's nurse? Is it RN? Is that what's the title? I always screw it up.
And
For me,
Yeah,
nurse practitioner,
nurse practitioner.
advanced
Yes.
practice registered nurse.
Aha. But this is what I'm
Very
saying. Anytime anything health wise, Corey's like, call Tom. So
anytime a child has a wound that I'm like, does this need stitches? Just send a picture to Tom.
And if the question is too stupid, I'll play along and make you think you're dying.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
which
true.
has happened multiple times to me, even by accident. Did you hear about how my mom put new skin on the back of a terrible road rash I had on my leg?
Oh, I'm sure that felt good.
Oh my god! She was like, "Let's try it. It's probably like hydrogen peroxide." And
He was a little kid.
I was a little guy.
Are you back
This one
now?
loves new
She's
skin.
back.
Yeah, I was about to go to bed. Some of us have to work.
New skin. I don't like new skin.
Did you use that before?
No, the hospital grade one.
Oh, the Dermabond.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Dermabond.
Yeah, it's
a
That
nice
sounds
name.
like
hospital
a
skin
villain.
glue
What they use instead of stitches.
for the kids.
Dermabond.
I had a friend or a family friend that worked on life flights and used to get it.
Oh.
Dermabond. It's like new skin on steroids.
Yeah, new skin is garbage. I tried that before on blisters. It just rubs right off.
It's
It
not
feels like it's
fully
just
bad.
glue that smells weird.
Might as well use super
Yeah.
glue.
You might as well use
What is
super
it for
glue.
if you can't put it over blisters?
It's for a cut.
It's the same difference.
No,
It's a large cut.
no, it's not.
I like the burn.
Ugh!
Pour it in
Feel the
wound,
burn.
Just get that burn. Makes you feel alive.
It's like blowing your back out
Which-
playing basketball.
By the way, Aaron, she left some details out of the whole explosion story. So next time we're at dinner, we'll get into some details
I cannot wait.
because I was live on the scene.
You were here, dude. I'm just really.
Well,
glad
I
you
wasn't
guys
My
here during
hero.
I wasn't here during that explosion, but I was here very shortly after.
Yeah,
'cause
you were there
just
like
walking out
in
of
the
work.
aftermath.
Yeah, like half hour after or so.
It's crazy.
talking-
I'm
the
honest.
fire
I know it
captain
was
and
like
stuff.
weird, but I'm glad you guys were. We were like we were kind of worried about it, and then.
Oh yeah, I can't believe like everybody was good with that, like safe. I think the one house directly next to it, she was chilling in her house, and she's the one that ended up in the hospital with like a couple lacerations on her leg.
In shock.
Yeah, and she went into a full
Yeah.
blown panic attack because she was watching it unfold on the news while she was sitting there getting her legs sewn up because she didn't know her house was gone.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
That has to be surreal. And then Lisa was saying, did you smell gas recently too? Like there's
No, Jude and I were over at the golf course fishing, and we heard a whole bunch of sirens and stuff. I'm like, that's pulling into our neighborhood. And then she texts, she's like, there's another gas leak. I'm like, go figure. But I was just watching some Twinsburg Township community hall thing, and they're like, if you guys still smell stuff, you call 911 every single time. The fire department comes, and they have to dispatch to like the gas department for them to come too. So
it's another
I was
day.
like,
Crazy.
I heard parts with Lisa saying like, if they're trying to turn house on at a time, who knows what the damage underground is? Like
Yeah.
cracked pipes from the vibrations and all that, and
Oh my gosh.
if houses a street over blew out their windows,
So make room for us, you guys.
We're
like the
here.
storm drains in the road. There was like 6-foot flame shooting out of them because all the gas settled into like the
Really?
underground like storm drains. Yeah.
Oh my
There's
God.
a house just a few houses down that's for sale. I'm just saying. They already put in our fiber, so.
We have some houses in this neighborhood. You can probably get them like half off.
You got
Some
a deal.
could be brand new builds.
It's a great point.
Electrical tape.
You saw,
Glenn says, by the way,
yeah,
for injuries.
electrical tape works for a lot of stuff. I like it. Did I show you the photos or video, Aaron, of like the main house that blew up? Like the back wall, like you could still see the whole structure, but it was like 40 feet back, laying in like the woods.
I don't think so.
But
I
you
just
could still
got
see
news,
like the peak of
news
the
story
house and
clips.
the window frame and everything.
What?
It's like the whole wall just blew off.
No,
That's wild.
if you have any pictures, send them my way because I only got the news
I
story.
think you can see that from one of the news like choppers or drones they had up. There's some still frame of it.
Oh my
If you
gosh.
sniff around out
So
there.
crazy. It's so crazy.
Fox 8 or whatever it is. Yeah. So.
We will
All
do
right,
that.
I'm gonna give this lady back. I gotta go to bed.
All right.
Good night.
Good talking
We'll
to
see
you.
you soon.
And
Yes,
we'll find a
for
date
sure.
for
Thanks,
golfing.
Boo.
Okay. Talk to
And
you.
this dog. Here.
My weak ankles are coming in.
I know. Don't fall.
I'm trying so hard not to.
Oh God, I can't get up my weak knee.
That's what you get.
I'm about to play a commercial here. Are you ready for this?
Yes. Sorry, you guys, that my husband took over.
No, it was great.
We
Everyone
love
said
Tom.
hey. Everyone said hey, Tom. Yeah, it was great. And gave some great salient medical advice and, the usual. Just awesomeness. I'm going to play this and then we'll talk afterward because you know me, I'm going to build it up and just talk. So let me play this for us real quick. They changed the controls a little bit, so let me make sure I got everything. This is going to wait till you. And by the way, one of the greatest songs possibly ever. Okay, here we go. Hope it doesn't blow your ears out. We're coming. Are you ready?
I love this commercial.
Here we go.
I don't remember this.
Wait till you're going to.
Tired of lettuce and tomato hamburgers in this town that don't quite make it? Yeah! You say that just once you'd like your hamburger hot and your lettuce and tomato cool and crisp all at the same time? Yeah! Well, I say you got it. I'm talking McDonald's new lettuce and tomato hamburger, the McDLT. I'm talking quarter pound of beef on the hot side.
And the hot stays hot.
The new McDLT.
Hot, hot,
Crisp lettuce and tomato on the cool side.
and the cool stays cool.
The new McDLT.
Cool crisp.
The beef stays hot, the cool stays crisp. Put it together, you can't resist. The hottest taste, the coolest dish.
Keep it hot, hot. Keep it cool, cool. McDLT, McDLT. Hot beefy McD. Cool crisp LT. McDLT. It's a good time. Hot beefy McD.
For the great taste,
Cool crisp LT.
of McDonald's could be the best tasting lettuce and tomato hamburger ever.
New McD. LT.
Okay.
What's the D?
I don't think you want us to answer that.
I love it. Wait a second. McD.
McDonald's. McD. McDonald's, guys.
McD. I think
Lettuce
for
and tomato.
McDonald's, and then LT.
Oh,
So
that didn't work for me.
But also, Lisa, in the future, it might be a good idea to not ask, what's the D? Just saying.
Jason
On the internet.
Alexander. Jason.
He's so
Alexander.
young.
Jason
Fine.
Alexander with hair. It's pretty handsome.
Weird.
Love the different reactions for both of you. She's like, Corey's
I
like,
love-
I'd date him. Lisa's like,
I love
"God,
him
weird."
bald too. I think he's the cutest.
I think it's funny. I must have showed it a while ago because Kyle said, I think you showed us this commercial a while ago. This is why my brain, it's just runs in circles where this is one of my favorite commercials of all time. First of all, Dwayne saying the burger looked a little dry. I agree.
Agreed.
But I got to tell you, the care that fast food restaurants used to take with the food compared to now. I love that they have the lettuce and tomato on one side cool, then it's hot on the other side. It was just, the music is great. Jason Alexander is great. I loved 80s, early 90s McDonald's. It's just never been the
I
same.
never saw that in my life.
I don't-
We were 2 when it came out.
I was gonna say I don't remember it from like when we were kids, but I've seen it as an adult.
Oh, you have seen it.
But like in situations sort of like this, or like I randomly stumbled upon it because everything in my feed all of the time forever is related
In your
to
other
Seinfeld. No, like while I'm doom scrolling, it's all.
I got you.
Chad got his first moderation.
Sorry,
Chad,
that was the loudest laugh ever.
did you see that, Lisa? Chad, he's
Chad,
stepping
I
in.
didn't. I truly.
She
That's
knows
strike
not what
one,
she
Lisa.
says.
That's strike 1.
It really is. But I just was like, that's not flowing for me.
So let me ask you a question. Did you like, for what it is, did the commercial rub you the wrong way? Lisa first. and
Yeah,
then
well,
Corey.
yeah.
It did. Why did it? Why didn't you like the one? Tell me, why didn't you like the commercial? How about Jason Alexander's performance? And talk to me about the DLT sandwich.
I was ticked that you're calling it a DLT. What's the, like, I need the D to stand for something other than.
Donald. So,
I was like, does it mean don't know meat? Like, I don't, what is the D? And that's all I could focus on. So.
Chad, we need you here.
Corey. I'm so mature.
So you didn't like the branding of it. You didn't like the branding. Fair enough.
No, I was ticked about it. I'm like, why are we calling it a DLT? Like,
It should have been a McBLT.
There was no bacon.
right.
I gotta tell you, they should have added
Yeah,
bacon to the
also,
sandwich.
Yes, agreed.
See, I think
Why
that's the
you-
failure of the sandwich, Corey, is that I'm thinking when I hear LT, now it's funny. I got swept up in the charm of Jason Alexander not to realize that this was a shitty product.
Yes.
Basically,
You're like, here's a burger with lettuce and a tomato on it.
Womp
but separated. But,
Like, you really came up with something.
but you. But you have to admit, though. Let's be fair. You have to admit that I like the premise of keeping things the cool, and the hot. Cool, hot, cool. Okay, here's how. If you order from an Asian restaurant, I say Pan Asia anywhere, like Vietnamese food or whatever, but mostly if you get like Japanese food where you get like sushi, and then there might be a hot dish, you cannot combine the cold sushi and hot fried rice in one bag. Can't do that to me. Don't do it.
Well, no.
When it's done, it's very off-putting. Very disappointing. I love a separation of hot and cold. And what I liked what they were trying to do here in early, mid 80s McDonald's, is they were separating the hot and cold. I love that. So I think the premise is a good premise. But if you're doing an LT, you got to add the B and skip the D.
Yes. Get that D out of here.
Get it out. We need the B.
Yeah,
Strike
that-
two. God, whoa. Night Stories is now it's 11 time check. It's 11:17 p.m. We're now crossing. Put the kids to sleep. Put them to sleep, folks. They
I
should
have
be
a
in bed.
very
This is
serious
adult time.
McDonald's question for
Yeah.
everyone except Lisa because she doesn't eat beef. I guess
I
she
didn't
could
know.
still answer this. When
No,
you go
I
to,
don't.
has anyone at McDonald's ever asked for a side of Big Mac sauce? This is something I've always wanted to do, but I'm too afraid to do.
Wait,
Like-
are you saying like so? Chat, you're asking the chat and everyone listening.
Do you think they have
Yeah.
a little cup to put it in?
That's
Have
They
you
do.
seen
I don't know.
McDonald's?
Maybe they do.
they
No.
gotta
Listen,
have them?
There
Little
was
saucers?
a time when McDonald's, and I talk about this all the time to Aaron, had something that they called the Little Mac, which was literally a single cheeseburger with Big Mac sauce. And I loved it. It was
They're
so
really
good.
wild with their names.
Little Mac, Big Mac. And I really liked it. And sometimes I think like if I could ask for a side of Big Mac sauce, I could put it on a single cheeseburger, and then maybe it would feel like a Little Mac.
What is a Big Mac?
2 all beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, pickle, onion on a
Lettuce,
sesame
cheese,
seed.
pickle on a sesame seed bun. Do you not know what a Big Mac is? I'm
no,
not trying to be-
Not really.
And it also
Yeah,
is
it's
like
okay.
it's like a bun and then like 2 meat patties, but there's bread between. So like even if I did order one, I always take the middle piece of it's too much. So I'll take like the
So,
middle
are
piece
you
of bread
asking,
out.
can you just get a burger with Big Mac sauce, or do you want like a little mini
I
side
would
of
like
it?
both. I would like to be able to order a single cheeseburger with Big Mac sauce, but also I would like to know if I can get a side of Big Mac sauce.
Well, wasn't McDonald's thing have it your way? Wasn't that their?
No, that's Burger
King.
King.
Oh, I
Burger
was
King.
like, then you can have it however you want.
No,
Just
in
kidding.
fact,
Go to Burger
McDonald's
King
said
then.
no. Yeah, Burger King said have it your way. I'm going to show you something, Corey. It's
And
gonna-
McDonald's was like, we're gonna give you a DLT.
We're going to give you a big DLT. Corey, I want to play something for you real quick. I'm playing something for Corey. Ready?
Yeah, make your mouth work, doesn't it? Shit, they don't make me work.
Okay, that's not. Yep.
And if you're feeling short, here, get the fuck.
Oh, that's a guy swearing. Okay.
That's not it. But it shows the the Mac Jr.
I thought it was. Sorry,
It's just
guys.
a guy talking over the commercial, buddy.
Sorry, guys. Get the censorship.
I'm in trouble for asking what the D is, and then you put that out
Strike,
there.
strike on me, Chad. I thought that was an
Get
official
him, Chad.
McDonald's YouTube. Get me out of here.
Nope.
It was some guy.
I
by
thought
the
you were
way,
for
who's
real putting that on.
swearing-
I was like,
Who's swearing over here? This is, I believe, an
Someone
actual.
talking about how delicious it was. Obviously.
All right, I'm gonna play this one. This is the Big Mac. Lisa, I want to play this for you. And this
Okay.
one, I believe, is verified that there isn't a sultry man swearing over top the McDonald's commercials. Here we go. Sorry, guys, for the swear there.
Special sauce, lettuce, processed cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun.
processed.
2 all beef patty, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun. Hey, Andy, I just wrote a song.
McDonald's Big Mac song, Fred.
Hey, thanks, Andy. That's a great name for it.
McDonald's Big Mac. It's one of a kind.
You know, have you had your break today?
Hey, that's good, too.
Ew.
I forgot about have you had your break today?
So that's the
Did
Big
he say
Mac.
processed cheese?
He said processed. He must have been Canadian.
Also, why would you ever like to get someone to want your be like, here's some processed cheese?
Processed.
That must have been I've never heard them say processed cheese before.
Processed
I almost want to
cheese.
hear it again.
Let's do it. And I'll do that one. And then there's the,
You gotta find the actual one where they're singing the Big Mac song.
hold on. This is the Charles Barkley one. I think this is the.
Charles Barkley.
Oh,
That was my Barkley impression. It was pretty good, right?
I do a pretty good one. I'm not going
I thought you were him.
Here we go.
Big Mac.
To all beef, patty, special sauce, lettuce,
Cheese.
pickles, onions, and a sesame seed bun. Oh my! To all beef, patty, special sauce.
Onions and a sesame seed bun.
To all beef patty, special sauce.
To all beef cheesies, cheesy beefies.
To all beef patty, special sauce. Cheese, pickles, onions, on a sesame seed bun.
I can do anything. Why can't I do this?
Have you had your Mac today?
The official
That's
burger
the song.
of the Olympics. Is that what that said?
It is.
You'll be running really fast in the Olympics to the bathroom.
Just crushing a Big Mac with special to all beef patty, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun. That was the song. I remember memorizing it. Gosh, the marketing just beaten into our brains. But I played that because, to Corey's point, they had this amazing launch of a product called the Little Mac, or Little.
I think according to that commercial, it was the Mac Jr., and I just called it the Lil Mac myself. Which is
Okay.
a very Corey thing to do.
This is why I couldn't find it on YouTube.
Well, he just started to show a commercial, and it said Mac Jr. like on the screen.
Now I'm going to do that
So
because
I'm fairly certain that I probably just started. You know, I make up nicknames for everything.
Of course.
I probably just
Oh
started
my
calling it
gosh.
the Lil Mac.
Corey, that's why everyone, I'm trying to get this video to show you of the Little Mac. And on YouTube, it's like, it's owned by Google, right? So you can search anything, it pops up. Nothing's coming up for Little Mac. Nothing. I'm going, boy, all you had to do was type in the name, which is Mac Jr. It was actually Mac Jr., Corey. It was not Little Mac.
I'm gonna keep calling it the Lil Mac.
Call it the Little Mac. But here, let's
It's cuter.
unveil.
It's a much better name.
Let's unveil Corey's favorite commercial, not commercial. Well, it might be her favorite commercial. Let's unveil her favorite McDonald's hamburger. Are you ready? This is the unveiling, the 1992 unveiling of the Mac.
They bring it back though. They've brought it back like 3 times.
I liked it too because I don't like that piece of bread in the Big
I
Mac.
hate
It's
the
just-
bread.
What are we doing there? All right, here we go.
What you want is I want that irresistible Big Mac taste in a size that fits my appetite. What you get? Meat Mac Jr. All that Big Mac taste you love with one. That's one all beef patty. What you want is how about a great price? How about 89 cents? What you get? But hurry, Mac Jr. is only available on some June 4th. What you want is what you get. 89-cent Mac Jr. At McDonald's today.
Okay, can we just address something?
89 cents.
89 cents?
Oh man.
We are in a serious bind here with inflation. 89 cents for the Mac Jr. That was in the mid 90s, 1992. Maybe it was early 90s, sorry. 1992.
What'd you say? Something that fits my appetite?
Something that fits her appetite.
Yeah, because it's.
She doesn't want to have a Big Mac. She doesn't want to have a McDLT. She wants a Little Mac.
Okay, so there's no way on the app, just so everyone knows, because I'm checking, to add Big Mac sauce to a cheeseburger.
Someone said they
Shame
have.
on them.
On the app.
Chad,
Now.
did you say that? Did you say it's easy they do? Or is it, I'm looking back in the comments here. Someone has their minds in the gutters. I know, Dwayne,
I might have to do it in person, I'm assuming.
So, and you saw Lisa, both of you and I, Chad, have given both of us a strike, and we got to check ourselves here. I think but Corey, don't be afraid to ask for Big Mac sauce. They have it.
I
back
know.
there.
They're gonna judge you.
I'm afraid of everyone and everything.
That's not true. All you got. What are they gonna say? No, like no, I'm not gonna give you Big Mac sauce. What if you said like I'll pay extra, upcharge
Just-
me for the Big Mac sauce?
Show them your cute baby blues.
That
Just
works on
bat
me.
them at them.
It
Can
worked
I have
on
a
me.
little sauce with that?
I can picture this, Lisa. Don't give her ideas, because next time we stop by McDonald's, I will look at her. I'll just go wash my hands, of course, because I got to wash my hands. I go in there. I
Of
come out of the
course.
bathroom. I see her leaning on the counter, going, Excuse me. Do you happen to have just any Mac Jr. sauce back there? That was my favorite sandwich back in '92. Why did I
She
turn into
totally-
a Southern Belle?
She'll be like, could I just have like a tiny little.
What
just a little
actually will happen
of
is I'll be
sauce?"
like, Aaron, can you please ask them if they'll give me a side of Big Mac sauce? Please, Aaron.
She will, and that'll be like, y'all got Big Mac sauce back there?
I actually do the same thing. Like, all of a sudden, I'll become timid in a weird situation.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, Tommy, could you ask for me? Because I can't. Like, all of a sudden, I like can't speak for myself. And he'll be like, when did you become so quiet? Why could you not? And I'm like, could you just ask? I can't. I'm
I
uncomfortable.
love that, like, when Lisa and I hang out, we are both clearly capable adult individuals. Like, I clearly can speak for myself. I can handle myself in pretty much any situation. The minute that I go to dinner with Aaron, I'm like, can you order for me? This is what I want.
It happens.
You have him order for you?
Yes.
A lot of the time.
You're such a cornball.
And
But it's
I
not.
end up-
It's not
it
even
looks
like
I'm
that.
out
It's
of
more like.
touch.
It's more like when we
She'll
go.
have
You're
the
like, my
salmon.
girl will have a steak medium.
I'm like,
And
she's
she's
gonna
like,
have
"I
the
will."
salmon.
It's usually more like she mispronounces words so often that she gets nervous to talk sometimes. So I'll be
You are like
"I'm
my
not-"
mom, where you don't say anything right, and then
Yeah.
you just feel.
So like when I'm with you, Lisa, I'll just pick. I'm sure you've seen. I pick up the menu and I'll be like, I want this, please. Instead
I'm gonna
of,
do one of these.
I'd like that thing, please. The whatever, and I'll even say like whatever. I'm not gonna butcher the name of. That's what I would like.
I got a drum roll coming in. This one's for Chad. Not only is he a moderator, but he's sourcing information. Featured on the app of McDonald's. By the way, McDonald's, throw us some change, okay? We're just doing nothing but a commercial here. But this, if you can see, it's backwards. This is the cup of Big Mac sauce.
Where?
He went into the app. It's featured Big Mac sauce cup. Now, I'm wondering,
Why do y'all
Chad,
have the app? What?
It's so much cheaper.
now, Chad, I don't know. Is this a regional thing? I know this sounds silly. Like, is it like a Missouri, Ohio thing? Corey, I guarantee
Condiments.
it looks like you go to condiments. Did you see it?
Okay, but is this actual Big Mac sauce?
It says Big Mac sauce cup. You can get
What
a
do you
sauce
mean? Is it
cup of-
actually Big Mac? So what do you think it is?
They released like a weird Big Mac sauce for the World Cup. I think.
Are you seeing Big Mac sauce on that app is what I'm saying. I can picture. Is it there? She can do it, folks. Here we go.
Look, you don't even have to ask.
Lisa's horrified at that we have the apps on our phone.
It's free. Imagine I just order like 7 Big Mac sauces for pickup and I don't order anything else.
Yeah, would they charge you if you actually just ordered sauce?
I don't
know if they let you. Could you even? I don't think you could do that, right? They have like.
I want
couldn't
you to
exit the
try.
app.
I mean, don't follow through with it, but could you like pretend
Yeah,
you were going to?
Corey, can you order? Let's do this live on the air. Can you bring up the app on your phone as if you're going to order? See if you can check out with just the Big Mac sauce. Great idea, Lisa. All right, folks. Corey right now is in the app. She's adding potentially 6, 7 Big Mac sauces, and we're going to see if we can just pick them up here. Around
Aaron has a charge on the credit card tomorrow for Big Mac sauce.
Orders must be over $0 is what it says. So I can't order. I have to order one other thing.
You have me go and order for you. I'm like, yeah, she'll have 6 Big Mac sauces, and that's about it. And we're not paying a single penny.
And it says it's free here.
When I do the ordering, Lisa, I have to tell you, I feel a little bit like she's asking me to do it, but it comes off like I'm chauvinistic.
Sure, of course.
Because I'm not, but and if your wife's like, can you do this? I'm like, yeah, of course. And I'm like, she'll have the steak medium rare.
And I sit there and I go,
this. Yeah, I'll be like,
That's so sweet of you, Aaron. If I asked Tommy to, I feel like he'd look at me and go, you order. Why are you asking me to? Or like, I feel like he'd be like,
what are you
You're
doing?
so weird.
I always, Corey, I don't know if it's she just can convince me to do anything. So I do it.
It's those blue eyes.
It's the baby blues. Well, listen, it's about that time. Are you ready to give some advice that only you two can give here for the segment of Cori and Lisa? Are you ready?
You're darn straight.
I'd also like to put it out into the world that if anyone in the chat ever wants advice, you could ask us questions also.
Yeah, can you guys talk for a little bit? Because I think I forgot my article, my newspaper upstairs. So I'm going to go on off camera, but can you guys hold it down here for a
Sure.
few minutes? Okay.
Also,
Right
I'd like to point out that my eyes look crazy today because I had a migraine earlier.
Oh.
I got migraine eyes right now.
Did you go to the pool?
No, I did not.
Oh.
I grocery shopped today. I think it's just, it rained here. Did it rain by you?
For like a minute.
Yeah, it like poured for maybe 3 minutes straight and then stopped. But I feel like it was just enough moisture and heat.
Is your head
in the
better
air.
now?
Yeah, I took all the ibuprofen and all the Tylenol.
Both?
Mm-hmm.
Did you do your Benadryl?
Not yet. Because then it makes me tired and then I can't sleep.
I know. But you're okay now.
Yeah, I just have like, do your eyes do that when you get a migraine?
I feel like they look really glassy and
Like, I just look like I can't open them all the way.
I feel like mine just look like druggy when I have a migraine. I don't know what that
Probably
meant,
because,
but
yeah. My wife asked me every time we order breakfast food to tell the waitress how she wants her eggs. See, there's some things that I just like don't
said
want to
that?
say. Chad, I ask Aaron to do the same thing.
that's so cute. Yeah, no, I feel like my husband would look at me and be like, "You can."
I don't know. You should try it. We should do a social experiment the next time we go to dinner.
We should.
Yeah. Yeah. Where you just Aaron's making a lot of noise upstairs, everybody. Just in case you were wondering.
What is he doing?
I feel like he's getting a water with lime. He's making himself
the kids aren't there.
There are no children in our home currently. They are with their other parents.
I just realized that.
Yes. So, yeah. It's been crazy. We went grocery shopping today. Really living it up over here.
Were you able to at least lay down with your migraine?
Yes, I did. Thank God.
That's always helpful.
It really is to like just be able to take a breath. You coming back?
Yeah, I'm enjoying straws recently.
Chad, how does your wife like her eggs? Just out of curiosity.
Over easy is the most it can be cooked, for reference. Over easy?
What? Who said that?
Chad. I love an over easy egg, don't get me wrong. But that's the most it can be cooked?
I ask for mine fried. So they're like really hard.
Over hard. Love them.
I've been making my eggs every morning scrambled with Colby Jack cheese. And I'm
That sounds
obsessed.
good.
It's so good. I can't stop eating
My
Colby
husband
Jack
makes
cheese.
a mean fried egg. That's about it. Nothing else
It's like
he does.
insults you because it's so mean.
Yeah.
That's a
So
bad joke.
so mean. It tells me my ankles are weak. He's never gonna live that down.
Call back.
I have Dear Abby today. I have to tell you, I'm glad, Chad, I was thinking about this theme of having a moderator. Luckily, we didn't have anybody sabotage the chat tonight. They just knew you were here. They didn't want to mess with you. But I have to tell you, it took me a while to find a couple of articles from Dear Abby, Cori, Lisa, everyone here. They were inappropriate. Like the ones I read, I can't even say. I was stunned. It's the
my
paper.
interest.
It was really like it should be like After Dark stories. It was.
What?
I am not even kidding you. Now the ones I'm reading here are like PG, but when I was, because I want to make them where you guys can banter, we can laugh.
Sure.
You can be like, what do you... But this was almost uncomfortable to read. It was like and I'm like,
You realize that now I'm going to need you to send me what they are.
got him
after.
upstairs. You'll see it. It is like, what? And they was like explicit about like things that were occurring, very graphic. It was like, dear Abby, what is happening?
Corey, your job after this is to
I'm on
send
it.
me a picture because now
Oh yeah,
if curiosity killed the cat and I was a cat, I'd be dead.
for sure. Me too.
I'm telling. Yeah, thank you, Chad. He just let me know easy. I got a strike, so I'm gonna take it easy. These two are PG though. So again, this is Dear Abby. I found this in the local newspaper. We get a couple stories here, but we really renamed this Dear Cori and Lisa to end up the end of the show. Get their advice, and we can all kind of laugh ourselves to sleep here. The first one. I love this sound of the paper.
I do too.
Crisp paper with my coffee in the morning and some fried eggs. Oh, can I say one thing? Speaking of food, I know I'm
On your show, can you say something?
It's really
Let me
Night
think
Story's
about
now
it.
our show now. You gotta admit, like I got my own. This has become an hour thing. So on our show, I would like to share something. We were talking about fast food. I'm thinking about McDonald's. I did have Chick-fil-A today, and I had that thing with the pimento cheese. It was very good. They have a Chick-fil-A fried chicken sandwich, and it's got like a pimento. And at first, I was like, it kind of looks weird. Apparently, pimento cheese they call it the caviar or the pate of the South.
They do.
I'm serious.
That doesn't sound terrible.
That's what the internet told us. I'm not sure if that's accurate.
I think it's like a cheese spread that they have.
I didn't have the heart to tell him this while he was eating it, but it smelled really weird. Like the pimento.
Hold on. You're waiting until Night Stories to break that news to me?
I mean,
I could be sick.
No, it didn't smell like it. It just smelled like olives and cheese.
That's
and
pimento cheese.
That's what it is.
It's gross.
You just scared me. She's like, it smelled a little off. I didn't want to mention anything. Just let him eat the whole
She's like,
freaking
ooh,
sandwich.
that smelled rotten. Good luck.
Yeah, right. I'll do anything in my power to keep Aaron from getting sick.
She's like, I just wanted to wait till Night Stories to tell him. See how it worked out.
See how it lands.
But Corey, it was fantastic. It was.
I know you really enjoyed it.
Oh, I crushed
which is why I didn't want to yuck your yum.
100%, I would do it. 100%. Yep. It was fantastic. So I just wanted to throw that out there since we were talking about it. Highly recommend. Okay, Dear Abby, or Cori and Lisa, at the company where I work, multiple departments share a workspace. While most of my colleagues are quiet and considerate, certain members of one department are very loud. They talk non-stop. Nothing work-related, by the way. And they have no consideration for others who are trying to work and concentrate. It has reached the point that this is next to impossible to accomplish any work on a daily basis. These individuals, their managers not only refuse to correct their behaviors, here's the kicker, but often join in the fun themselves. I understand I don't work in a library, but I and others are desperate for a reasonable work setting and are trying to find the best approach to take. It's a job and work-related crisis. Signed, Distracted in Colorado. I actually have very strong opinions about this one, but it's Cori and Lisa's segment. I'm going to save mine till the end. What's your reaction there to Distracted in Colorado? A little bit of an overreaction, or does...
May I?
Yeah.
I'm fairly certain
You're
in
gonna
this
say what?
situation, Lisa and I would be the problem. Is that what you were going to say?
No, you know what I was going to say?
What?
She's just jealous she's not part of it.
Yeah, she's just jealous. She's not having a good time.
She's like, oh, they're all having fun over there. What are they laughing about the weekend? And she's like in her little cubicle, like, I wish someone would tell a joke to me. Like, that's her problem. That is really her problem.
It couldn't be that she just wants to work.
Her
She
name
seems-
shouldn't be distracted in wherever she is. It should be like fun police and wherever she is.
100%. And like, then put some earbuds in. And
Yes.
You cannot control your entire work environment. And coming from a fellow person who would distract others, sometimes I don't have self-control. And you know what? That's okay. Y'all just have to deal with that.
Aaron is going to be furious. He's going to agree with
I bet he is.
with the side of the.
Oh no. I want to hear. No, not at all. I
want to know what you think.
Any more thoughts though, Corey? I don't want to. I know you.
Really,
gave your
just
initial
like
reaction, but
as a person who's very easily distracted, sometimes you just have to figure out a way to tune it out.
Or maybe it's not the environment for her.
Yeah, maybe she's in the wrong office.
Right, like maybe you need to work somewhere else. Maybe you should get a job at the library.
Dwayne has great advice, great call. He said wear earbuds and listen to 7MS. I couldn't
Perfect.
agree more. I think the earbuds thing is really great. I actually have this is actually beneath the article or the write-in. Jesus, can I talk? I think the issue of being in an office is the problem. Now, I know that there are, and I'm the distraction too. And it's actually, there are certain jobs like Tommy, what he does, you have to have a physical location in most settings. Like you have meetings that you can do remotely, but when it comes to like being on the front lines in healthcare, you're a firefighter, you can't be like, hey, there's a problem in Lisa's neighborhood, the gas line. Let me just zoom in real quick. Can you show me? You can't do that. You have to be there. But there are so many jobs, and historically have always been jobs, especially white collar work, where you don't need to be in the office. In fact, I would say more work gets done when you're not in the office. And I'm a person who can do this remotely, and some people can't. They need the office. This lady sounds like she should be working remotely. And it sounds like a problem she should take to her employer to say, listen, I know you have this place where you can all come together. If the managers are joining in too, maybe they're just whatever. I don't know what kind of work she does, but apparently they're using it as a place to socialize, to find meaning, to find friendships. And if she wants to be in solitude, which I totally respect because I like working that way, it's up to the company to really say, let's make this a remote opportunity. I was one of the first ones. Do you remember this, Corey, like 5 years ago, maybe more? I was telling whenever I worked at marketing agencies, I'm like, why am I coming to the office 5 days a week? I'm driving in a box to go to a box. Then I go to a cubicle in a box. I type on a box and I'm there, and I could be doing all of this at home. I just wasted an hour and a half commuting, white knuckling in traffic. I get to the place. Everyone wants to talk about stuff I don't care about. They're talking, we're at the coffee. I don't want to be friends. I got enough friends with you all in Night Stories in my life. I'm not looking for friendship personally. Some people need it. So that's why I think the people that want friends and community, they should come into office. And this lady, you got to work remote. But if her company doesn't allow it, that's a problem. That's where it is not her fault or his fault. Like if she can't
find
work,
a new job.
That's what I think too.
I guess I'm just
the
saying
culture.
The
I mean, if the culture of the office is that everyone kind of cuts up and is having a good time.
Could be that, as Chad says, maybe
every party has,
and everyone, all the others are talking about it.
Every party has a pooper. It sounds like she's the pooper.
Now,
I mean, it must not be that serious of a work environment, right?
If the managers are joining in.
Right.
It's probably like selling
I'm assuming they're not like air traffic controllers.
That's hilarious. Yeah, like I don't. Yeah, it's got to be. She doesn't say the company I work, multiple departments, they share a workspace.
Right.
So it sounds like it's like
Sandy, it sounds like you need to either join in or get out.
Or ask your manager, hey, can I have a remote opportunity? Like, I really want to work for this company, but I'd like to do it remotely. I think that's fair. And that's what she's got to do. Let's see what Dear Abby has to say. Dear Distracted in Colorado, knowing the corporate structure in your company, I will guess that there is someone there who supervises the managers. You and the other employees who are encountering the disruption on a daily basis should discuss this as a group with that person to see if some accommodation can be made. If your complaint falls on deaf ears, a solution to your problem might be this is hilarious. It might be noise canceling headphones. Hey, Distracted in Colorado, put in some headphones. Like, what do we talk? Like, why do you have to talk to Abby to consider this? This is hilarious.
Well, then you're going to go above your manager. So then when no one's allowed to talk, they're all looking at you like you did this. No.
And then Lisa, your point, another last decision that you may want to make if all of this doesn't work is to look for another job with another company.
Yes.
Fair enough.
Once upon a time, many, many moons ago, I was interviewed by a woman who was opening a spa. And she was like, she was a very, very nice lady. We had coffee. She was so sweet. She was like, I really want to create like a spa, like atmosphere that's very calm and quiet. And I was like,
you were like, oh, that's not for me.
I was like, that sounds lovely, but I don't think I am a fit for that. I am loud, extremely. And sometimes you just have to know where your people are.
It's true.
I think the current state that we're in right now actually is the best for both worlds. Like, if you have a company that allows for hybrid, and they really should do this. Some companies are doing like this power grab where they're like, come back to the office. You're like, cool. I know you bought some real estate and now you have to fill it. But if they're really on the, not the cutting edge, but if they're really using common sense, they will give two options. One, in office for that, because some people thrive in the office and they need that, depending on their family structure, where they are in their career, if they're new or if they're single, right? That's a big deal. When you have like for me, Cori, we're doing our thing. I'm probably never going to go into an office again, but if I did, I already have my life set. I'm not looking to add more to it. So I'm just looking to do my work. But if you're 22 and you're out of college and you're looking to mingle and you're single, and I'm not saying inappropriately at work, I'm just saying just to like go out and to take
friends.
Lunch breaks and make friends. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You need that in office. So the company, it is on the onus of the companies to say, we're going to give you a hybrid option. You can remote or you come in a couple days a week, whatever. I think that's the thing. Not enough companies are doing that. All right, I got another one. Here we go. Dear Cori and Lisa and Abby, every year, this is hilarious. Every year for birthdays and holidays, my in-laws give cash as gifts to their children and their spouses. I'm going to say it again so we can kind of track this because I forget when I read these. Every year for birthdays and holidays, my in-laws give cash as gifts to their children and their spouses. Should I be hurt that my in-laws always give an equal amount to my brothers-in-law and their spouses, while I always receive half the amount? I don't need the cash, but the blatant difference makes me feel less valued than their other daughter-in-law. I host all the family celebrations, visit my in-laws weekly, and help my husband with repairs and upkeep around his parents' home. My brother-in-law and their spouses give their parents only limited amounts of time on holidays and limited physical assistance to their parents, only if my husband has to beg them to do it and to help. I would never say anything to my husband because I don't want to hurt his feelings. I just want to know if I am being petty. I'm feeling less than in New York.
Your in-laws sound like the D in the McDLT. That is so crummy.
I agree with Dwayne. How do they know how much each get?
They got to be comparing notes.
Well, or it could be that they're all together for the holiday and
they're just opening stuff
someone
together.
gets like Yeah, and like you like
Yeah.
glance over and see like
Or when it's like, oh, thank you so much, oh, $20 or $100. Oh, thank you, that was awesome. Can you believe what'd you get? Oh, it's $100 check. It's like that's great. You know, I mean, maybe they
and
say
they're
it.
like, "Oh, shoot, I got two."
I,
Sorry about your luck.
they're like, oh, you got 100. It's funny. Ours is that
50.
200? Yeah, or 50. Yeah, exactly. So they must be comparing notes. But do you both think she's being petty, Corey, Lisa? Do you think she's being petty, or do you think she's got a point here?
Mm, I would definitely I would take it personally. Like she did state, I don't need the money. Like we're not this isn't like, a paycheck, but I would take it personally. Like I'm the person that you skimp out on. Like
I'm wondering
that wouldn't feel great.
if maybe she made it sound like she spends more time with the in-laws than the other people do.
Oh, like all the time, weekly.
Well,
She's doing repairs. She's like,
And they
Well,
don't even like her
but
enough to give her the full check.
maybe we're not getting both sides of the story. Maybe they take her to dinner a lot more. Maybe they spend more time together, so they're spending more money on her throughout the year. Do you know what I'm saying? Like maybe
I love your
Or
optimism.
you know what else I was thinking? She said like, "Oh, we don't need." Maybe they don't want to be offensive, and they're like, "You don't need the money." So maybe they think they're doing right.
maybe
but
their other kids are all losers and they really need the money.
That's what I was thinking. Now, I'm not saying that's the truth, but my thought was they don't need the money, but maybe the brother-in-law and the sister-in-law, they're struggling. Like,
Yeah, maybe they really need it, and they give them the gifts, like give it to them as a gift at Christmas instead of like helping them out at a different time.
maybe.
Or maybe they're just jerks and they hate her. Maybe she's
Exactly.
rotten.
I'm like, I was.
She
thinking
is writing
too.
into Dear Abby.
I was thinking too. Like, sounds like you're not the favorite daughter-in-law. But I mean, I don't know. It could. But
Yeah.
I can see why you'd feel a little like
hurt.
Yeah. Or at least slighted. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know that I'd be like heartbroken, but I think I'd be like, dude, that's kind of messed up.
Yeah. I think it's weird that the kids are comparing gifts.
Yeah, how old are they?
I don't. That's the thing. You don't get context in this story about the age, right? But it does sound like helping around the house. It's. I mean, you could always help your parents, but it sounds like maybe they're a little bit older, like they're going around. You know what I'm saying? They're not like.
Yeah, that's true.
So it could be that, but I don't think she's petty.
No.
I wouldn't expect the money ever, but I'm sort of like that. It's like the Italian Larry David, where I'm like, they gave you double what they gave me.
Right, yeah.
Like, I'm just saying, like,
you're like, what happened here?
What? And it's almost like, I mean, you're giving it as a gift anyways, right?
Yeah.
If you didn't have enough to give, could you just give less and make it equal?
Yeah, right.
Why? You know what I'm saying? And I'm looking over, and I'd be this thing like, oh man, Merry Christmas, yeah, get something from, yeah, God, what'd you get? $200, really? Like 200? Like not each, like not 100 each. No, 200 total. It's funny, I got 100. That's like half of what you got.
Yeah,
I'd be thinking about it. I'm going, why would they do that? Now, if I was a millionaire and they were struggling, I don't say a word. Because it is what it is. You don't need it. For me, I'm not, but I still think it's a weird thing if they always give cash, that they always give those two half the amount of cash, like, and they're the ones helping out the most. I'd be like, I have a little bit of a problem with this.
Is her question that she wants to know if like feeling hurt is valid?
I think that's the question. I think the question is, I think she's saying like, whatever about the money. Like, yeah, it's weird. It's annoying. I think she's exactly what you're saying, Lisa, which is, am I petty for thinking that this is strange or even writing you and bringing this up? I don't think she's petty for thinking.
No, I don't think so. It's weird. I don't know. We don't know exactly, and we can make all the assumptions. But at the end of the day, it's kind of weird.
Chad said one of my grandmas would always, hand me a chocolate bar and a $2 bill. One thing that reminds me of though
That's
is a
so cute.
truth, which is there are favorites. You can't help but deny it. Grandma, grandpa, or whoever, they always have, like, they say I love all my kids, but they have favorites. And I remember my great grandmother, she'd open up this drawer and and this was old school, like Grandma Califano. She'd open the drawer and it would be ones, fives, tens, 20s, hundreds in cash underneath the
She was a
kitchen.
baller, huh?
And then there was a magnum. A gun. That's it. I mean, it was old school. And I was always like, Jesus.
Yeah, grandma.
But she would always have her little hands and she would take like $20 bill and she'd give me a $20 bill and she goes, don't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody. But I would see her give everyone else singles. She'd give me 20.
That's my grandpa always give me a 20.
Right?
I was the only girl though.
And my papa used to spoil me, but
Yeah.
he had a statue of the Blessed Mary,
Yeah.
and it was carved out in the bottom, and he would be like, go in the Mother Mary and go get yourself something. And
Oh.
it was hollowed out, and like you couldn't get your hand in there. You had to he had tweezers in the drawer by it, so you could. It was like a whole production,
that's
and it
so
was
old
kind of
school.
amazing.
How often was he doing that with your sister?
Probably not often, because she really wasn't here as much.
See,
But
this
he
is
gave
where
her, he would send her money in the mail.
this is where I think this story though has validity, is that usually it's the person who's there and is the favorite. So it's like I can get that. She must like she's like but maybe she's still not the favorite. Maybe
Well,
Maybe, yeah.
go ahead, Corey. Or you think like what I was saying, Corey, was like maybe she's the other side of the story, which you were kind of getting at earlier, is maybe she's trying too hard.
She's
She's
overbearing.
showing up. And they're like,
Yes.
listen,
they're like, go away. We don't like you. We're gonna
That's
not
right.
give
They're
you
like,
money
we
at
don't
Christmas.
need you to rearrange our shelves again.
Yeah, like stop. It's too
and
much.
in fact, if you don't stop, maybe if we give you less money, you'll stop coming.
That's what
You're
I'm
just
thinking.
trying to get her to go away.
All right, here's what Abby says. Dear Less Than in New York, it appears your in-laws do not appreciate your efforts to be a good daughter-in-law. You are not petty for noticing the discrepancy, and I don't blame you for feeling less than, because that is how you are being treated. I do think you should have mentioned this to your husband when it first started happening, though. That kind of gift giving is supposed to be equal. When it isn't, there is something wrong. Whether you choose to continue helping them to the extent you have in the future is up to you. That's pretty good advice. All right, listen, before we sign off tonight, I know we're almost at midnight, we're almost in, it's 11:59 p.m. Eastern time. It's 12 a.m. Midnight. That's July 10th, 2026. You've been watching and listening to Night Stories. I'm Aaron. I have Corey and Lisa, my wonderful, beautiful co-hosts. We've been taking you on a journey, and it's been really fun. I want to read one short last Dear Abby. I thought this was another hilarious one. This is very short.
And you better send me the other ones, Corey, this evening.
We were going to send you these. I'm going to send you the other ones. It's ridiculous. Like, it's very, very graphic.
Like, I'm so excited.
Dear Abby, I'm not sure what to make of a strange thank you note I got from a relative. I gave a generous gift, and 1 year after the wedding, I received acknowledgement thanking me for the gift, saying she was no longer married to John because she wasn't treated with the respect she deserved. What do I say to her? Thanks for the note. Sorry about your marriage. Or should I just let it go? So basically, the bride, who's a relative, receives this generous check. A year later, sends a thank you note saying, thanks for the check. I'm no longer married to this jackass.
Is she
And the
trying to get
person-
more money?
Wait a year.
So
Yeah.
she's asking, and I want to hear your thoughts. Sorry, like the note said, the note said, thank you. I'm no longer married to John, this person, we're just calling him John, because she wasn't being treated with the respect she deserved, which is a good thing to demand, respect. But now the writer is saying, which she's calling herself perplexed in Delaware. Hey, I'm in Delaware. She's saying, sorry, like she's saying, what do I say when I see her? So now it's like they're going to see each other in person. What do I say? Hey, thanks for the note you sent me. Sorry about your marriage. Or should I just ignore it and just let it go?
Well, I will say this. Lisa and I are both sticklers for thank yous.
An appropriate time, too.
An appropriate time. A year is way too long.
It's kind of trash.
At that point, just don't do it.
Yeah.
And also, it's a weird thing to. Is the person who wrote the thank you trying to get more money?
They didn't say anything like that.
Maybe it's like, feel bad for me.
I feel like you'd be strange if you see your cousin or whatever and don't acknowledge it. Like, I think at least be like, dude, I'm sorry to hear things didn't work out. I don't think you have to say anything more.
You don't have to say anything about the note.
Yeah, I don't think you have to make any... I don't think you have to make any type of reference to the note at all. I think you could just be like, hey, it's good to see you, Nicole. I'm sorry things didn't work out with you and John. Like, I don't think it's that serious.
Agreed.
I think
Or I was sorry to hear that things didn't work out. You know what I mean?
I think I'd be the person who wrote that note. I'm going to tell you why.
My God, because you feel guilty because you got... I knew you were going to say that. Because you, like, have a little guilt. Like, oh, cool, I cashed your $200 check, but we're not married.
So I'm thinking exactly that. And Corey, you know I would be going through my mind on this. You pretend I get married to someone, whatever. It's like, it's a disaster. And I get married. If it's me, I could be a beautiful bride or a great groom, whatever it is, but it's me and the partner.
You're a beautiful bride.
I am. The partner that I married didn't work out. They were really terrible. But here's the thing. If I get $1,000 check from this person, $500 check, right? Because anything below 500, I'm just kind of we're good. She said generous. So she's not saying the amount. I'm thinking that's 500 plus. Now everyone's got different ideas of generous. For me, 500 plus, you call it generous. Anything below that, it's nice, it's generous, but 500 plus generous. Okay. If anybody gave me a check like that for a wedding, and less than a year later I'm divorced, and I know I'm going to see the person that cut me that check, and they find out that I'm divorced, I'm going to be in a situation where it's in the air. They're thinking, I sent you $1,000 check and you're already divorced.
But they got married. It's not like they pretended you know what I mean?
I know it doesn't make sense.
And if you feel that bad, send money. Then send her a check. And
send it back.
Oh, yeah, but I'm not sending that money. I've already spent the money. That's
but also,
you don't feel that bad.
But money's gone. I've already
done.
Yeah.
If you valued that someone gave you a gift for your wedding,
yeah,
you would have sent the thank you in the window, the appropriate window. You get 3 months. I think
I think you're right on the thank you. I think you're right on the thank you.
So you should have sent the thank you at that point 9 months previously. And now you're not. I feel like what you're talking about,
it's a double
Aaron,
whammy, though, Corey.
wouldn't be a thank you. You would have to be like, hey, well, I guess you would be like, hey, I just wanted to let you know, while I really appreciated your gift, unfortunately, my wedding didn't work out.
Corey, picture this. You're going to a family reunion in a couple days. You just got through a terrible marriage and you realized, oh, crap, I'm going to see Aunt Edna at the family reunion. This is where my mind's going. I've already committed a double sin. I'm double whammied. Why? I never sent the thank you. So I'm already a jerk. Like your point, 3 months out, after that, let's just let it go. You gave a gift, you're done. I'm terrible with thank yous myself. Once you're past a certain threshold, move on. Double whammy. You didn't, I love that word, by the way, double whammy. So you didn't send a thank you So you got that on your conscience, and you know you're facing the lady that you did, and she's thinking, didn't send me a thank you. She's thinking that you gave it. She's not thinking that she sent $50. She's sending $1,000. She's going, where's the thank you? You shouldn't do it for the thank you. She's expecting the thank you. So you're looking down that barrel. Then on top of it, your marriage crumbled. So you got to face this person who's going to, hey, Aunt Edna, how you doing? Good. Aunt Edna is thinking, one, you didn't send me a thank you. Two, you're divorced. So she's writing this letter, or whoever's writing the letter, they're getting ahead of the curve. What they're doing is they're saying, I'm going to say thank you so I can check it off the list. It's late, but I said thank you. So you can't say you didn't send a thank you. I sent a late thank you, but I sent you one. Second, I'm going to give her the news about the marriage. You cover your bases. So now when you face her, Aunt Edna goes, how are you? Well, I told you, I wrote you the letter. I'm thinking that's what they do. And that's probably what I would have done too.
I don't know. It's all kind of tacky, really.
It's very tacky.
It's tacky.
Hey, listen, it is tacky, but this person's just trying to survive, because the thing that we're missing here, when they see each other again, see, if you don't have to see the person, I'm not reading this. The key thing here is that a meeting will be happening soon. So how do you paint that story of yourself before that meeting occurs?
I find it funny that the person that received is the one writing in, it shouldn't be the other person.
Yeah, it should be the person who's like, oh my God, my great Aunt Edna gave me this extremely generous gift, and I'm already divorced. I don't know how to approach. I don't know. I feel like my family is cool enough that if, one, I would have never not written the thank you, because my mom would kill me. And two, and also I'm an adult woman. It's not just my mom, but my mom, taught me thank yous are important. But also, if I was getting divorced that soon after being married, I feel like my family would be very understanding. They wouldn't be like, where's my money back? They'd be like, are you okay? Do you need anything?
Can I have my check back?
Yeah.
And when you give a gift, you give a gift. I mean,
you give a gift. You don't.
If the wedding lasts for 2 weeks or 20 years, I mean,
yes,
you don't know when you go to a wedding if that's going to happen.
Yeah.
You're giving a gift, you're not expecting it back if things don't work out. So you want someone to send back the bowl you gave them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, oh, I got divorced. Here's the blender you bought me 10 years ago.
Right. They're like, here's the coffee pot. We used it a few times, but it didn't work out, the marriage. So
here it is.
Your coffee pot back. You know what I mean?
I would like to say, I think as adults, I feel like every 20 years, if you've stayed married for 20 years, I feel like you should get another bridal shower. I feel like, wouldn't that be great if they were like, all right, it's your 20-year anniversary. You need new pots and pans. You need a new coffee maker.
Cori,
you need a new vacuum.
I love that.
Right?
Yeah, it's like the cutest thing ever. And
feel
you
like-
lasted that long. That's
It's
a
like
lot
an
of work.
award. Aaron's like a deer in headlights right now, but
It's only because my computer stopped working for a second. I couldn't come off mute, so I was just listening to you guys talk about that. I think it's a great idea.
don't you
I'm
think?
only 5 years
100%.
away.
I know. It's crazy.
Well, listen, it's 12:10. This has been amazing. So glad to be back. I think we're going to be good to do it next 2 weeks from now. So let's keep making it a habit. It was nice having a break, but I miss talking to you both, and I know everyone who joins us here live. And then also, I've been trying to do it for a while, but I believe this is going to be the one that. What's so funny, Cori?
You said I miss talking to you both, as if you don't live with me and talk to me.
Well, I know, but I don't get to do a show with you. I mean, it's a
Yeah.
living show. It's life. But I'm saying we don't get together and talk
No, I
like
know. I
this.
just thought it was funny. That just struck me as funny that you said I miss talking to you, like you didn't spend the whole day with me.
Even when I spend the whole day with you, I miss talking to you.
That's nice.
That is precious.
There cannot be enough day for you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You know she doesn't take compliments.
Did you see her? Lisa, did you see her? She was like, in her mind, she's like, act like a human.
Right. I'm like melting. I'm like, Erin, thank you for treating my bestie so good. And she goes, thank you.
Earlier in the car, he was telling me how pretty I am, and I was like,
Thank you.
he's like,
Yeah, like,
can't you just say
she
thank
gets
you?
so stupid.
I can't do
She
it.
can't.
I don't know why.
I know she feels
Tommy
it.
can't take compliments either.
I
I'll
know
be like,
they-
you look handsome, and he'll be like, I'm like, what are you doing?
I don't know why.
I know they could feel it. All right, so a couple of things. I know I'm always one. This will be put out on 7 Minute Stories audio feed. So if you're an audio person, you want to go and listen to it, you can listen to it wherever you get podcasts and listen to 7 Minute Stories. It's also going to be available for replay here on YouTube. We'll be back next week. And the other thing is, now that we've got situated here on this page,
Next week?
I'm sorry, 2 weeks from now. But I want to start. That will be, what is that? 7/23, so July 23rd. I would like to. I'm going to start putting together some production stuff now that they've updated the studio. I think we need to have an outro music. I think that's a good thing, so we can start playing the outro music. I know. I just and I think we're gonna just I'm gonna upgrade some things here, but other than that, it's awesome. I am gonna play us out though with Jason Alexander's commercial. I'm gonna go on mute. I have to tell you, I want to hear the song again. I'm gonna have a midnight snack. But thank you for watching, listening to Night Stories. I will talk for. Dear God, help me.
Let's go get McDonald's.
Soon. Oh yeah, let's go get some Big Mac sauce. Have a good night, everybody.
Thank you.
Say you're getting tired of lettuce and tomato hamburgers in this town that don't quite make it? Yeah! You say that just once you like your hamburger hot and your lettuce and tomato cool and crisp all at the same time? Yeah! Well, I say you got it. I'm talking McDonald's new lettuce and tomato hamburger, the McDLT. I'm talking quarter pound of beef on the hot side.
And the hot stays hot.
The new McDLT.
Hot.
Crisp lettuce and tomato on the cool side.
And the cool stays cool.
The new McDLT.
Cool crisp.
The beef stays hot, the cool stays crisp. Put it together, you can't resist. The hottest taste, the coolest dish.
Keep it hot, hot. Keep it cool, cool. McDLT. McDLT. Hot beefy McD. Cool crisp LT. McDLT. It's a good time. Hot beefy McD.
For the great taste,
Cool crisp LT.
of McDonald's. Could be the best tasting lettuce and tomato hamburger ever.
New McDLT.
All right, guys. Thanks for joining me on Night Stories. Talk to you in 2 weeks. Good night.